Okay, I think they can hear us now.
Oh, hello.
Can you hear us, chat? Oh, chat, can you hear me? Oh, chat, do you know me? Oh, chat, we're joined by Poppy. Woo!
Can you tell Chad to quit ringing the damn bell for one? Just stop ringing the bells?
No, I gotta thank Timon for dropping the 1,000 bits. I want to thank Great Brewer, Just Some Random Steve, Belazak, Theron. I gotta thank Samurai Screwed. You know, I gotta thank them all for those shots. But also, I want to thank Crowlancer for gifting those 5 shots to the bar. Everybody, we are joined by Poppy. Okay, there we go.
Puppy.
Hi, Poppy.
How's it going?
Hey, do you have a good like pun for you, like all the blanks go blank for Poppy?
All the moms go.
Oh no,
moist.
all the moms go doki doki for Poppy.
Doki doki.
There we go. It's anime. It counts.
Where does that originate from?
What the fuck, dude? I stopped watching anime in 2008.
I actually, like, to kind of, get up to pace with you, I was watching Trigun last night.
Man.
I was like, okay, I gotta get into the Taka mindset.
Dude, it's that one episode that, have you watched it all? Do you watch all Trigun?
I love Trigun, all of Trigun.
It is a great anime. I just find Vash's character absolutely fucking dumbfounding after that one episode. I can't with him.
Now, which one
It's
episode?
the one where his ego gets in the way of him saving children. Because he's just such a peaceful dude, okay with child murder. As long as his ghost girlfriend who won't kiss him says it so.
I don't remember that.
It's when they're up in the base,
they're
that sky base. Remember that base floating in the
that's
sky?
right.
And the
Yeah,
guy
that's
gets
right.
up there, and Vash can stop him and does it, and that guy goes on to kill a bunch of kids. Fuck Vash for not stopping him. I'm sorry.
There you go.
I'm sorry. At what point is it egotistical? At what point is it ego that you're like, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna lie, if you ask the kid who's dead, he's gonna say, hey, Mr. Vash, can you please kill that guy? Why? He's gonna kill me. I'm sorry, my ghost girlfriend said no, kid.
Hate to break it to you, kid,
I
you're
loved
dying
him as a character up to that point. Until that
he
point.
was so lovable. His like donut obsession.
I couldn't.
And just like
I couldn't.
being the
I
big
couldn't
dumbass.
after that. It's because, dude, your fucking principles are leading to people dying now. I can't with you. Because I thought that
I
was
also am watching Cowboy Bebop for the very first time as well. I've
dude.
never watched
You know what's really cool about that anime? Every single episode is named after a song, and the lyrics of that song are the rough plot of the episode.
that. I didn't even realize. I'm about like episode 4. We just got Ed.
What
and
do
I'm
you-
like, oh
what-
my god.
Wait till you get to Bohemian Rhapsody, the episode. Is this the real life or is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. That's literally the plot.
So now I'm gonna actually like look at the titles and think about that. That's really big.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of neat like that. It's why it's true hardcore art. That's why Heavy Metal Woman's an episode too, which is about a woman getting revenge, and that's what the episode's about.
That's
I will say, if you've done 2 of them, there's a third one you haven't gotten yet, Poppy.
okay. So
Outlaw Star.
okay. So Outlaw Star.
It's the third. It's the third, and I think, and my personal favorite, but that's personal.
Okay. Now, hear me out. I tried Outlaw Star. I love the plot. I love the art. In the very beginning. But I know.
Oh, did you not like that you had to follow along on the plot?
No. What I didn't like at first was how the main character was like so gung-ho about wanting to be like a space pilot, but he is an absolute, like, he shits the bed when he goes to learn.
Okay, now have you ever met a VTuber?
Okay.
They really are gun-ho about being VTubers. And then they start up their stream and they shit the fucking bed.
Now...
I got you now. I've gotten you, Pop. Now, everybody, we're joined by Poppy. Now, Poppy, you gotta plug yourself. Where can they find you? Poppy?
Twitch.tv/Poppy, or Twitter or YouTube, whatever. Poppy the Lich King. You can find me there.
Mm-hmm. Get called out,
but
Bone
don't-
Boy.
Yeah. Listen, I have no problem going, but when Gene Starwin, was like throwing up in the pilot seat, like just like really having trouble, I was like just in disbelief because to me it was like a turn for like wait, what?
He has not gone up since his dad died. So yeah, there's a couple extra layers to that for him. You know, like he hasn't actually gone up in space since his father died. So there's like the emotional turmoil, and actually takeoff sucks.
Yeah.
Takeoff is not.
So
it doesn't look fun. Anytime I've seen it, like that doesn't look good. Even in that show, it's like gravity. Getting out of a gravity well sucks.
And the mix of like magic and like technology, like
I love it.
Sci-fi technology, I love it too.
Oh, that shit!
Like,
oh
the
no,
whole
the
setting is really good.
I was eating that shit on a desk, shooting magical beams out of his two-bladed sword. I'm like, oh, this is cool. So much happening.
Have you ever heard of an anime called Kikaider?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so I remember watching it when I was a little kid, and I was just blown away because like I was never into like mech stuff, and it was like it was either Kikaider or Cyborg 009, but I vaguely remember it. But I want to actually revisit that too.
Well, everybody, now that we've gotten done talking about anime, we'll be back to it. Cynical Cosmosian, thank you. Katie Lynn, thank you as well. We are joined by Poppy. Poppy, explain yourself.
I am a hot mess. I accidentally blew up my own universe, so I'm lying low here, apparently. So, yeah.
Why? What happened?
Why? What happened? Well, you see, when you are gifted unlimited power, and you don't know how to wield it, because I'm a lich, obviously. I have a tremendous magical ability, but I'm not a lich of my own volition. I kind of sneezed.
Liches
right?
be crazy. It's true. Liches be crazy, dude.
So I went from liches to rags instead of rags to liches. You know
Dang,
what I
you
mean?
got that rags to liches. I mean, depending if you're a lich wearing rags.
Oh, well, clearly.
A lot of liches wear rags. It's hard to keep a finely hemmed cloak when it's, covered in spooky stuff.
I actually have multiple garbs, but this is very rag-like, so fair.
Oh, that's fair. I mean, I think about Cabal's raggedy look, follow the beat.
Like a purple curtain just draped over oneself.
That man is wearing a Snuggie. That man is a shadow and a Snuggie, and we should be all happy that we can. I wish I could be as comfy as he looks, okay?
The comfort levels are immense, and like, some people are like, oh, robes are just dresses. You just don't like being comfortable.
Dude, I mean this. Anytime I ever wear anything like that, oh, it's comfy. This is why I'm like, it's such a shame that guys can never wear leggings. Oh,
I do. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, then I can never wear leggings. I can never wear leggings. It's gonna distract people. It's like
the football players call them something different, but they are leggings.
They are wearing leggings, but it's like you gotta have that area that kind of like muffles the shape of your dick. It's like otherwise you can just I can see exactly what angle it's pointed right now.
Or it could be a tactic as well. You could show what the goods that are on display. What kind?
That's why I don't think guys should wear them yet. We're not there yet as a culture. You're not there as a culture yet.
Another 5 years. Another 5 years, and maybe people will be happy to see my fruit basket.
2 years ago, we didn't know this anime shit was going to be possible. So let's not even say 5. Let's say 3. Let's say 2.
Yeah. We have the technology. It's already there. Just social acceptance.
Listen, bulges were always kind of an issue for any kind of sports gear. Are you imagining if now all the unathletic guys are walking around with their bulges sticking out? No, that's not good for society yet. We're not ready. We're not ready. We aren't ready. So
the cups, in my opinion, hurt more when you get slammed.
Oh yes. As someone who played sports, yes, cups hurt. But you know what hurts even more? The weird stares.
The social pressure of judgment on the piece. I get it. I get it.
I want to say hello to everybody who is a VTuber in the chat. I see many check marks, so now we know it's you. Thank goodness, because beforehand we just didn't know. Digital Vagrant, bell beeps to begin with. It's okay.
Bell beeps, good bean.
Yes,
good
they are.
Bean. Very impish.
Sorry, I got a very extra.
Is there a little puppy down there or what?
I won't say. There's just athletic leggings are something you gotta earn. Exactly. We men aren't ready. We aren't ready yet. We just aren't ready yet.
Okay, then I will keep them in the closet, wear them on my private time.
a lot of jokes I can make right now.
Like, do they wear athletic like leggings? No, they wear the unitards.
Well, no. At
right?
some point, a couple years ago, there was a big meeting. Big Pants. I don't know who it is. So a bunch of the designers are like, all right, guys, here's the plan. We are gonna start marketing yoga pants to ladies for casual wear, and all the guys started high-fiving. They all just started high-fiving each other. And it worked. Thank you. God bless it. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. God bless it.
I'm here for it as well. And any
no complaints.
Like
no complaints.
Literally the best decision in the history of humankind.
It really was. But we're joined by Poppy here, folks. Welcome to the Weary 101, where you're not judged where you came from, you're judged where you're going. And we ourselves are always finding ourselves going in different directions, so hopefully it's going in the right one. But right now, we have a series of questions that I asked, and we'll get to them here in a bit. But right now, I'm gonna let the chat continue. Oh, never mind. We got attacked by Ayumi. Ada raid. Ara. Era. Heavenly Father. Hallowed be thy name.
When I found out what Ara,
kingdom come.
What it actually means, I'm like, my. Is that really it?
It's the Japanese version of oh my. Yulio. I mean our yes, it's my or oh my.
Oh. That's
There we go.
It's erotic.
So what's your biggest mistake in VTubing so far? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's not a real question. It's not a real question.
I'm
not going to ask you something you're not going to answer. I'm not going to ask you a question you're not going to answer honestly. Okay?
I will answer honestly. Making it a profession.
There we go. All right. So
I have a lot of fun with it. But doing it as a career, I feel it takes a little bit of the creativity out of it. Depending on how you gear your stuff.
Well, no,
you know what I mean?
Everyone's like, oh, being your own boss must be awesome. No, not really, because you know how lazy that fucking worker is going to be.
No, unfortunately, my work doesn't turn off. I wish I would shut it off and learn to enjoy myself, actually. I work obsessively. It's
Timon 308. My God, Vegeta, look, it's a Pokemon. It is a Cubone. Timon 308, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Spite Eye, Poppy. First time joining live, but after watching your VODs, love the content. Also, can I get a whiskey on the rocks on its way to you? It's always on that grind, because this is, I've said it a million times on stream, but this is not just VTubing, but this is any kind of content creation. Any kind of, the whole making content, being an entertainer, Hollywood, however you want to terminology. Whatever you want to use, right? It's a marathon.
Being just a creator.
It's a marathon that feels and operates like a race, but it is still technically a marathon.
Yeah,
Yes.
It's never ending either.
No.
Like,
and that's
you
why
wake
it's
up, you gotta
that's
get
why
it
it's a
done.
marathon. There's always that eternal carrot. There's always a higher number to achieve. There's always a way to make the numbers go up. There's always more interaction. There's always more and more and more, and that's deceptive. You gotta not look at it that way.
When people look at the cat girls and they're like, I want to be one, or I want to do this, or they don't realize the social pressure of being live, and you have to remain consistent if you want to still see those so important green numbers. You have to stay consistent and obsess, unfortunately. Sometimes
you do. Numbers will go down, and they won't be going up as quick. Technically, if they aren't going up as quick, they're still going up. That's the trap of how these websites are designed. Because if I say we pull 1,500 people watching, and then the next stream, not as many, it'll have an arrow pointing down because I didn't hit as many as the last time. I'm like, that's deceptive.
It's literally the way the cookie crumbles.
That is deceptive because it's still higher.
Some people will see that.
Exactly.
Outside looking in, they'll be like, oh, you're crushing it, you're annihilating it. But the creator in the back of their head, they're like, what am I doing wrong? Having a mental breakdown.
And that is the part of the marathon right there. That's the part of it. In my opinion, that's where it becomes more like you'll have good months, you'll have bad months. That's how it is. The good months are there to balance out the bad months.
It's like tattooing. There's on season and off season. If you've ever been in I don't know if you know or do anything in tattoo culture.
No, I do not. I actually am set to get my first tattoo sometime this year. Yep.
What are you planning?
I'm gonna get finally my internet name will have some meaning. I'm gonna get the numbers 101 within the font. Is going to be pictures of each of the characters that I got that people, even though I played them in the Bridge series or whatever and some other stuff, they're just going to be in the background of the inside the letters physically, because it kind of got me that far.
Oh, that's very sentimental like that.
Yeah, but that's how tattoos are supposed to be, right? You're supposed to be sentimental like that.
Absolutely. So with like the tattoo culture, you see tattoo artists, they charge what, 250 upwards of $350 an hour, right? And you think, oh, that's absurd. Well, it's not.
Paying for the artist.
Have to make and meet. Yeah, you especially. Oh, you tip them even after that. Yeah. And and at the same time, like, they're making their money maybe 3 months out of the year, right? Yeah. They're making good money, so they have to make that 3 months of money last for 12 months. Absolutely insane.
Some people are very particular about tattoos. Some people don't want to get any. Some people are like, no, I and then a lot of people got the Sasuke being bitten by Orochimaru tattoo, and they can never get rid of it.
I actually have a lot of. I even have Neil Patrick Harris tattooed. I have a lot of absurd tattoos.
That's fine. That's okay. It's okay. NPH is not the weirdest thing you can have tattooed on your body. Ruby Dead Queen. I love seeing the weird entity walk into 101. Can I get a bloody temple? Bloody temple. Also, Poppy, have you seen the 100% Canadian Taka? No, I don't think so.
Oh.
No, I can go full Canadian, but I'm gonna hide my power level right now. Okay, first question is actually from Bell Beeps, who is here. Bell Beeps says this: why is your dumpy so fucking thick, Poppy? Poppy, thick dumpy. Explain.
Well, you see, how else am I going to stop traffic in general? It's actually a way I control time.
Oh, so you do it.
So,
you're going to Calvin and Hobbes excuse. I see. There was an episode where he kept making these terrifying looking snowmen, and the dad looks out to the mom and goes like, I mean, at least it's slowing down traffic. They're butchering each other and torturing each other. It's like, well, the traffic's slowing down. That's good.
It's like yeah, exactly, like a speed bump. Imagine it as a speed bump, but on my ass.
All right, so I do need you to stand up fully, and we need to see the exact shape of your ass.
Unfortunately, being a live 2D model, I can't.
Oh my god!
Listen.
Oh my god, dude! Where does your ass? Oh my god! You have legs that go all the way up.
I feel exposed.
You have legs. You have legs that go all the way up. Oh no. Shit! Are you just legs attached to a head?
No, well, actually, I hide most of my body in the cloak. Here, I'll actually demonstrate for you. Would you like to see?
Yes.
Okay, well, here's my body.
Oh!
Voila!
My good. Okay, that look. All right. Wow. Okay, that's good. Thank you for revealing
the hips that are kicking.
There we go. Now, see. Now look at chat's like, oh, that makes sense. Okay. All right. There we go. That's that cloak got a lot of space. Oh, that's yes, because everyone's magical.
It's magic. It's
magic, guys.
Calm
oh shit.
down.
Someone's like, fuck. Second boss phase. Boss.
This is actually there is no difference in power. This is just me trying to look edgy for the girls. That's yeah.
Well, girls love that edge.
No, I've got multiple. I've got multiple.
Multiple edges or multiple girls?
Oh no! Okay. Listen, multiple edges. Just
okay.
I don't kiss and tell, Taka. I don't.
Good. That's good. Don't kiss and tell. That's the most charming thing you can do. Is treasure the memory, even if you hate each other. A lot of people go out there saying awful things about the people they said they loved. Odd that. The Kovacs 43. Thank you so much.
Saying awful things about.
Oh my God! Everyone chat no maidens. Yeah, I guess Poppy has no maidens.
Forever to roam the land, maidenless.
SMH.
No. I've finished the game. I got Ronnie.
I have not finished the game yet.
Okay, then I will.
I'm on the Hallig. I'm at the end of the Hallig tree, which what a fucking nightmare that was. Okay.
Did you beat the goddess of rot?
No, I'm at the end of the Hallig tree. I'm right
She's
there.
A nightmare.
Oh yes,
She's
I'm aware. I'm aware, and I want to do a meme where like I need to do like a shitpost meme where I am at 5 o'clock at this certain time. I am gonna shove the rivers of blood up my ass, and no one can stop me.
So when I first faced her,
and then the moon veil the other way, and I'm gonna fucking Eiffel Tower myself with both of those. Okay? Because I'm so great at PvP. I'm so great at it, guys. I'm so fantastic. I press the L2 button and I win. God, I'm so fantastic at it.
A lot of PvPers I'm friends with, right? And they're sweaty and annoying. But the one I'm really good friends with isn't like too crazy. They get really upset during PvP because of how unbalanced and fun the game.
Well, some of those weapons just are.
Fun.
Some of those weapons need to be nerfed in PvP encounters. Like they essentially need to have their damage ticker go down because some of these abilities are just a wall of damage that comes towards you, and the move actually moves them forward as they're going forward. I'm like, that's unfair because it's an entire brick wall of damage coming right at you, and you can't dodge out of the way. It's like, well, this isn't fun.
The bleed proc.
It pulls off the same energy as people who play too many fighting games.
Oh yeah,
same exact energy.
No matter what, people will complain. Even if it is balanced, they'll find a reason.
Oh no, the problem is their netcode. Because of that, certain builds are completely useless, such as claw builds. They're useless because you need to be right up against somebody to do the damage. And unfortunately, there's always like a half-second desync. So for that reason, claws almost never hit. So I'll, in the middle of fighting a dude, I will jump on him, the claws go through him, and I do a double swing, and he's there hitting. He's a half-second out, so he doesn't get any of the damage. But I get hit because he has a longer weapon.
I would lose my mind.
Yeah, it's what was happening. And I felt bad because I wasted all of my stones on my claws because I thought that was going to be fucking fair. And that's kind of the problem I have with later game.
Because the bleed proc, it's insane with the claws.
And that's exactly it. That was kind of what I thought was balanced about it. But no, everyone has all these one-handed kill weapons, and it's just boring because there's no actual ability. It's just you click to just do an onslaught of damage directly towards you with no like counters, you know. And that's, I think they are going to heavily buff. They're going to heavily fix a lot of the weapons, especially some of those like the Moon Veil and the Rivers of Blood and shit like that. I just want them to either get rid of them or just trim down the damage they do because it's just ridiculous.
I'm blown away that they actually like nerfed the shit out of the Frost Stomp.
Good. Well, that was broke.
Like,
that was
really
that was an AO. That was broken for an AOE.
Yeah.
Like any of the issues I have with these other things here, like it was minor in comparison to how fucking annoying that was because that was just a nonstop stun AOE that just did damage in a fucking cone. That was impossible to counter unless you had an exact counter build for that. And it was a weapon that was just given to everybody that they can just spam ad nauseum, and that's the problem.
But they'll say just jump, just jump.
It's like that. Shut the fuck up. My favorite thing was people say, "You're panic rolling too much." I actually want to. When that happens, I want to find their IP and I want to fly there so I can actually grab a bullhorn and scream in their ear, "Stop panic rolling! Stop panic rolling! Stop panic!" It's like, do you know how stupid you sound when you say that? That's the point of the game. You roll
away from damage.
You roll away from danger. And if you're trying to get away from danger quicker, that's why you roll. That's not panic rolling. That's playing the fucking game. You're calling it panic rolling because I'm not just moving to the right because you're Rain Man with this game. A lot of people, and this is me calling them out. Salvi Okami, thank you for the 10-month resub. This is me calling out a lot of people. Being really good at From Software game is not a replacement for a personality.
I've met people who will shame me for playing with my friends. Imagine being upset playing a game with your friends.
Oh God! God forbid you use a mechanic put in the game to do something. God forbid.
It's insane.
I would love for those people to imagine that Miyazaki, the creator, with a translator standing beside them when they say that. They're like, and he would be like.
They even punish you when you do.
Yeah, he would be like, no. Translator, no. That's not true. If it's in the game, I intended for you to use it. Ayumi, thank you so much for the 2-month resub. Salvi Okami, thank you. And Nightlife gifting out 5 shots to the bar. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Elden Ring is fun, but the problem is they trimmed away all the stupid cruelty. So they trimmed away all the pointless, annoying-ass cruelty. So now normies are enjoying the game, too. So a lot of people who loved the little gated community no longer feel like they're the chosen few. But it's okay. They'll fall upon Bloodborne. They'll pretend Bloodborne wasn't ruined by the inclusion of a jump button in Elden Ring.
I love Bloodborne, but I felt like they really trimmed the fat for the online play. Like, the online play was just not...
Dude,
not there for me.
Here's the thing. But Taka, the creator, is wrong about his own game. Exactly right. It's my favorite. It's my favorite where fans were like, no, you're wrong. It's like, Dude, he made it. Shut the fuck up. He's the one who's allowed to say this shit. It's when, oh my god, you know what it is? From Software guys give off the same energy as Smash Melee players, okay?
Oh my god, with wave dashing?
Yes, that bug. The bug. Wave dashing was a bug. That was not meant to be in the final game, and if he could have patched it out, he would have. But they're all like, no, you're wrong, creator of this game. It should be in every game, and if it's not in every game, it's a bad game, and we will make it impossible for you to make this.
And everybody plays is Fox, and it's just unfun.
Dude, it's not fun to even watch me
unfun.
play. It's not fun. It's just boring. No. It's like fighting someone who's way too good at fighting games. It's like that's why it's why he didn't ever wanted to make a fighting game. He wanted to make a party game. That's what he was making.
I played the original Smash and it was so fun. And when Melee dropped, all my friends got way too sweaty, and I'm like, I'm not.
Yeah, it's because of wave dashing. Because there was this weird fucking dodge mechanic that they threw into the game that wasn't supposed to be there. And then the next one, they got rid of it, and then all the Smash players were like, wow, this is unplayable. Even though it is completely playable, they just can't be, they can't just be unfair to their friends, and they actually have to, learn how to use the other mechanics in the game. And they were really resentful of that because, again, they aren't capable of that. Because they, once again, made being good at Smash Brothers Melee as a replacement for their personality.
And the anti-item people, where it's just like, no items. It's like, but they're fun. What?
Yeah, but then I can't. But then it means I might lose. Yes, that's part of it.
They think it's cheap, or like Ultimate Smash moves.
Brawlhead tripping,
like,
for example.
You just not like having fun, just no fun.
It's just like, dude, it's like if you keep saying these things are like, it's what always kills me. I'm like, it's like the creator, Sakurai, completely tries to actively undo all that annoying ass shit. Any kind of annoying meta he tries to remove from the game because he fucking can't stand those people because they're the worst and he knows it. Because those are the ones who send him all death threats and shit when he released Smash Brothers Brawl without wave dashing. Because these people, no, it's because it is a replacement for a personality.
They just, but that's like gatekeeping as a whole. Like it's always a personality trait. Like, we were talking about Steven Universe earlier. Like Steven Universe fans that's their personality trait.
No. Some hardcore fans of Steven Universe, not all of them. Some
there's
people,
some good beans out there,
anyone who makes one piece of media, infallible. Anyone who does that or treats it like one, it's the righteous thing. It's like, no, that's not true. The creator said otherwise. Yeah, well, he's wrong. No, he's not actually. And that is what sucks about the creator of Harry Potter.
Oh, God.
By the way, I was actually LGBTQ friendly. One of them was gay the whole time.
I don't like rewriting. Okay, so...
Dude, that was lazy. That was lazy.
It was absolutely lazy. Just make a character, that's pandering.
I can't believe the one Asian character was called Cho Chang.
I cannot. It's
Did you know? Do you remember
pandering.
Remember the part in Rian Johnson's Star Wars: The Last Jedi, where he took all the minority characters and shipped them all off to a B plot?
Yikes!
You remember that, everybody? Why was no one pointing that out? Everyone sits there defending that movie, and I'm like, dude, that was racist as fuck. They took all the black guy and the Asian girl went to go find the Hispanic guy who betrayed them. And the other C plot was the two white people wouldn't tell the Hispanic guy what was going on, and that was his fault. Great movie. Loved it.
I stopped watching after episode, I think the 4th episode that they released. I stopped watching only because I just didn't have time. It's not on my to-watch list,
It's fair. Dead Phoenix, I'm not saying it's racist, but it sure looks racist. I mean, to have all the white people in their own contained plot, and then all the minorities in their own... I'm sorry. It looked bad.
Sounds a little
Finn's character was reduced to going, Ray! It sucked, man. God damn it.
Oh my God. Hollywood. I've only been once. I ate at a place like a hot dog, a punk rock hot dog stand.
A punk rock hot dog stand? You know, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. A nice hot dog in your mouth is pretty punk.
There's nothing more punk rock than eating something phallic. Goes against the grain.
A little, I mean, with the grain, actually, I'd argue.
Well,
Hell on
nowadays,
Earth,
dude.
666. Thank you so much. Talking with these 50 cal sniper shots tonight. I didn't make the movie. I don't know why everyone's mad at me. I didn't make that second movie. Honestly, I think Rian Johnson would have made a better first movie. Starting the whole trilogy with his tone. That would have been great. Have him in charge of the first movie, kind of set the tone, have the other guys kind of match his tone later on. Boom. Thank you, Kate. Appreciate it.
I just haven't. I'm not too familiar with the.
Oh, dude,
Star Wars period.
My hearing's muffled out heck. Ah, sorry, you being soft banned? I don't even know, man. I always thought Rian was Ryan. I don't know. I'm corrected either way, so I've just... It's like pho. It's like, no, it's pho, actually. Actually, no, it's pho. It's pho. It's pho. I'm like, okay, until the International Pho Council comes out with a statement giving the official pronunciation, I'm fucking sick and tired of you all telling me I'm wrong. It's getting annoying.
Are we talking about the noodles or what?
Yes! I'm always fucking correct. And before you say, well, it's actually pronounced, no! I have been told by multiple pho places that I am pronouncing it wrong, and it is different pronunciations in each place. I am fucking fed up.
So I grew up in a, my best friend was, well, he still is, Laos and Thai. Not was. So they just call it pho. And I don't know if it's like a Laos or Thai meal.
Pho? Oh, no, they're saying they gotta say it pho or some shit that someone just needs to fucking tell you. Because apparently, apparently saying another language's word in English will create different fucking terminology. I'm sorry, I get mad about it. Every time I'm in a pho place, I get corrected, and I'm fed up with it. It's pronounced pho. It's pronounced pho. It's pronounced pho. I'm like, what are you doing? You're just correcting me even though I'm saying it properly.
Maybe you need to rewrite it and storm off.
Oh, I'm about Rozoga, like the My Hero Academia talk. Oh, don't even get me started with that shit. I lose my mind every time people call it. Oh, you mean, oh god, what do they call it? Boku no Hero Academia.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are you doing? What? I'm calling it by its real name. He made the logo in English. My Hero Academia. Like, the logo was designed to work in both languages. That's why he designed it that way.
Oh, weebs, it's just another way to gatekeep.
It's just like why are you calling it? Dude, you're not fucking cool. Call it Attack. No, it's Shingeki no Kyojin, actually. Holy fuck, call it Attack on Titan. Jesus Christ.
If somebody hit me with that, I wouldn't even know what they were. I'm like, what
dude, it's only when people were calling Full Metal Alchemist by its actual name. I remember that, and people were just getting mad at them. Like, what are you doing? Text Steakman 93. Thank you so much. It's very frustrating. It's very. It's like the Japanese creator went out of his way to acknowledge the Western audience by creating an alternate version of his fucking logo to have the proper English translation of what he's going for, and I'm still gonna say the Japanese name. Hagage no Rekken Jujutsu. Yes, that's what it was. Hagane no Rekken Jujutsu. So fuck. Say Full Metal Alchemist.
Come again.
Hagane no Rekken Jutsushi. There we go.
Rewrite the intro. Oh my god. It's a banger.
Attack on Titan was given an English name by its creator because he thought it sounded cool from what everyone have heard. Exactly. A lot of these English names are chosen by the Japanese creators because they want to control the brand where they go. But a lot of people in the West, they just gotta gatekeep that shit and only like it in their pure Japanese language, even though since they don't speak the language, they have no idea what they're saying unless it's written for them.
Imagine trying to gatekeep something that isn't even from your culture.
It's wild, isn't it?
Wild.
It's wild.
That's wild.
It is the most weird thing that's still kind of kept around now from anime culture, is that gatekeeping of that shit. It's like, dude, I can't watch subbed anime. I can't.
Oh, I watch dub because I'm doing shit 90%
Exactly.
of the time.
I watch dub shit because I can't read while I'm watching.
There's nothing wrong with that.
It's okay to shorten a name, use the Japanese name, it's easier to say. For example, I call Yujo Senki just because it's shorter than saying Saga of Tanya the Evil. Just say Tanya the Evil.
I'd just say Tanya at that point.
I just say Tanya the Evil. That's a better name. You know.
That anime's really, really cool.
I mean, I like isekais to kind of switch up the game a little bit, like Tanya the Evil, Drifters, you know, the fun ones.
I've never seen Drifters.
Oh, it's made by the
I've
guy.
seen
It's,
tons of
it's,
people.
it's made by the guy who made Hellsing.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I've only
just
seen Hellsing Ultimate, like maybe the first like 6 episodes.
Drifters is fun, and you can tell he kind of has he has kind of a plan with the plot. Whereas in Hellsing,
Okay.
he was kind of making it up as he went. And you can kind of tell. Psychopathic, thank you so much for the 10 gifted shots. Whoop, whoop, Psychopathic.
Let's
whoop,
go.
Whoop. That doesn't work as well in English.
I think they used believe it because they had to, swap it forward.
Bio, believe
Yeah.
it. Same. I know. It's just like you could just not have them say that. It's fine.
No catchphrases are, but then you have like from Fairy Tale, what's his name? I've got a fire in my belly. It's
I like
what
that
the-
one though. Now I'm really warming up. I'm like, oh, these are all good fire puns though.
The fire in my belly was when I was just like skeptical on. I was like, oh, for the love of God.
Well, that's kind of where the fire
But I
from
loved
dragons
watching
comes.
him getting bored by that giant owl in that one episode.
Well, I only watched what Netflix. I only watched what Netflix gave me. I'm like, I'm good now. It's all the dubbed I got. The rest is all subbed. I ain't watching that because then I have to like
We
really
can
like
move
look at
on.
the screen. I have to look at the screen during bad animation moments.
So are you just recently probably watching JoJo's, or you've never watched JoJo's?
I've never watched an episode of JoJo.
Oh my God.
No, I think it has too many fans.
I can't. I mean,
There was a recent death battle.
ruin it.
This is a recent death battle episode where I played Alucard, so I have to stand Alucard and be against JoJo. It's just the way it works. I didn't choose
watch
this.
the ending. Who won?
That's why I've never disagreed with an actual end game of a match more than I have this one. I was honored to be able to play Alucard, but I'm like, actually this doesn't work. Alucard goes release restraint level 0 for no reason, without any ability to do so, creating the only unkillable situation where he can actually lose the fight, just so the JoJo's can get a win. Because JoJo fans are big babies, and if their guys don't win, they cry.
Well, that's the whole reason for JoJo is like, it's like, oh, the unthinkable happens. Or, it's like unique and interesting ways to get through any situation.
It was Alucard versus Dio, and like, technically...
Oh, Dio.
No, here's the problem. Technically, Dio can't kill Alucard. Legitimately. Because essentially, it would be impossible for him to go through all the souls with him being able to regen himself constantly, without being able to keep up his stamina. The only way Alucard would be killable is if Integra, who is the only person who can do it, release restraint level 0, which is him letting out all the souls, meaning he only has one life, so he can technically die now. And that was the thing. There was only ever been one context of doing that in Hellsing, which was to create, the entire plot was to create a killable situation where he could be vulnerable. And there was no reason for him to do that. Now, they could have written it so that Dio, takes Integra hostage and she goes release level 0 to get him. And that was the part that killed me, because he can't do that in that moment. He can't. So you're just activating, you're literally, without the ability to activate it, they just activate his weak spot. And I'm like, this is stupid. He wins. Otherwise, Dio would have lost, and
Not
literally,
fair.
Dio fans would have been screaming and kicking up a fit because they couldn't
It's like
accept
saying
that.
One Punch Man,
Literally,
that
someone,
One Punch Man's not invincible.
someone asked me, "What do you think about Alucard, Mr. Alucard? You're about to have a match right now against Dio Brando. How do you feel?"
Why, what do you mean, how do I feel?
Are you intimidated by him?
Why? He's not even the best villain in his series. He's not.
Throwing knives.
He's not even the
Sokka,
best.
throwing
Is that the one that
knives.
cucked everyone? Is that the one who was like so super totally not in love with his best friend and then like puts his head on his best friend's body and then has sex with his dick, so every time he has sex he is technically cucking himself? The giant cuck? Yeah, I know the guy you're talking about.
So he's not my favorite villain from that series anyway. I really like Killer Queen, which is the guy with the hand
There's
fetish.
great villains. It's just giving Dio the win over Alucard doesn't make any sense because Alucard's technically unkillable. And I know that sucks for Dio, but that's why he would have lost. And that's why I didn't care for them revealing his weak spot
I'd be
without being
pissed
able to
too.
do so. That was my only issue with the fight, which was like, okay.
No wonder.
There's like,
You're
okay, now for no reason, I am now going to activate the big red spot you throw the bombs in right here. I'm sorry. It just felt like that's what happened. And it's like,
I need to watch it. Now I need to watch it to see what you're...
why? It's
you're
not
like-
accurate to what Alucard actually has. He's fighting some hilarious parody
No,
Alucard.
I know. I cannot, though. Dio's not my favorite at all. Like,
No, it's
Dio,
just Dio
everybody
fanboys.
hates Dio.
Here's why Dio won. It's because Alucard fans are cordial adults,
Oh, fair.
and Dio
That's
fans
fair.
are not, and that is
Are
why
raging
Dio won.
teenagers.
Because the Alucard fans can take the loss, even though I just bitched about it for 5 minutes.
I cannot. But I think it would be interesting to see maybe like because Alucard's feats are really interesting. Like, I don't know anything about the franchise other than watching the first couple episodes.
Alucard
And
essentially
never-
Alucard essentially hacked reality. Essentially, he realized that he was actually able to stalk souls. So technically, if he devours somebody, he takes their soul into his body, essentially, like their life force, essentially. So they're still inside him. So essentially, he gamed the system. So he used to wait near battlefields and drink up all the bodies at the end. So essentially,
and
he has about
have this endless supply of life.
3.5 million souls, roughly, or something like that. Outlandish.
So you can't kill this man. You'd
Exactly.
You'd have to be hacking at it
However,
for a while, and by the time that makes sense.
In Death Battle X with Alucard versus Dio, Alucard won that fight. Yes, he did, because that's actually what would happen. Technically, dude, the main pillar guy would kill Alucard. My issue is with Dio beating Alucard, because the main pillar dude...
the main pillar man?
The main pillar guy,
he's
well, don't
nasty.
forget how they fucking defeated him. They threw him into space. They spaced the fucker, because they couldn't beat him. So they just ringed him out. They gave him... Dude, they ringed out the villain of the second one. And they made their own version of Doomsday, and they sent him off somewhere.
So the funny thing about that is that's the whole appeal of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, though. Is like, oh, the JoJos are so clever that they can defeat any foe they come across.
If they're so
because
clever,
they
why does
think
Dio keep fucking him?
with their own dick as well?
With his own dick. With the Joestar dick, he's having all that sex. I wish I could have... I feel like when if there was actual trash talk that I was able to write, I would have written it so Alucard starts pointing out the fact, like Dio starts the trash talk, and I'm gonna make it very mean towards Alucard, and then Alucard brings up the fact that he's having sex with someone else's dick in the middle. So every time you have sex, you're cocking your, and this is where Dio like starts strangling Alucard, like midway through him doing the motion.
Is that what happened in the death battle?
No, it was not. But I'm not a writer for Death Battle. I'm talent. I'm the voiceover talent.
Fair enough. Oh,
I played. For those who do not know, actually, I've been very honored to play a lot of characters, and my most consistent character I got to play on Death Battle was Deadpool.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, I got to be Deadpool.
Deadpool has a lot of interesting feats. He's just this regenerative.
Well, he's kind of broken.
Yeah.
Deadpool's one of those broken characters. You know, it's what like, you can do fights with him, but like what?
Doesn't he like combine with Spawn in some universe?
Probably. I wouldn't put it past him to do that. Don't forget Ash. When they were doing Marvel Zombies, they had all these spin-offs, and one of them was Ash versus Marvel Zombies. It was Ash from the Evil Dead fighting the Marvel Zombies. It was an entire comic book series for a while there.
I don't want to be that guy, but Ash is like the weakest.
I mean, that was. But the thing is, they were operating under the same logic as Deadites, though.
Oh, okay.
They were kind of operating because there was they were self-aware to a certain degree. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's why it was kind of cool. So he said he recently filmed something he never thought he would, and it's going to blow people's minds. And I'm like, he filmed Ash for, I think, the Multiverse of Madness. I think he actually filmed an Ash scene. I think in the movie what's
the character rest
because here's the thing. Now he's only going to bring him back for Sam Raimi. You know he would only bring him back for Sam, who created him, right? Sam Raimi's the director of the Multiverse. Multiverse of Madness. It's the original Spider-Man director. So he's back. He made Evil Dead 1 and 2, Army of Darkness. This is this director. So he's back.
No, I know who Sam Raimi is.
Yeah. So Sam Raimi's back directing this one. So he said he just got done filming. He just got done filming a scene that's going to go crazy. That's going to blow some people's minds. And I firmly believe there's going to be a scene where they're fighting a bunch of bad guys, and the evil Doctor Strange, who clearly is a symbiote Doctor Strange, I think. Which is great. They're just great, actually. I love that. I think they're going to start opening up portals and pretty much summoning people, essentially having a summon fight. And I think one of the things Doctor Strange is going to do is he's going to bring in Ash.
I hope so.
Could you imagine if he shoots something and goes groovy?
I know.
That is going to get everybody. It is going to get everybody.
I'll go out and watch the damn movie. I'll go to the theater. I don't do nothing.
If there's ever... Dude, it's going to be such a hilarious fight where they're going to get all the weirdest characters.
God. Like...
Not quite a symbiote. He's consumed all the strongest monsters from the... Oh, probably that's what they're going to call the symbiote. I don't know, man. I don't know. They're just making... They're just adding...
Are you a fan of Trauma?
What's that?
Are you a fan of Troma at all?
I think their work is pretty damn fantastic. I mean, they've made some really problematic shit over the years, but that. No, hold on. But that is why I treat them in the same eyes I treat them as South Park, in that the way they go about it, it means that there is a double-edged sword. There was a double.
I'm just a huge Toxie fan, and I would love a resurgence of Toxie.
Well, I mean, isn't that the rumor though?
That's what they didn't they say that?
Well, you can look it on Wiki. I think you can look it on Wiki that there's
going to be Toxie.
Well, there's a rumored remake, and Peter Dinklage apparently has been rumored for that.
Oh, I have no idea.
See, that would be.
I mean,
I think that would be a cool one actually. Having Peter Dinklage do it, fuck it, that would be fun as shit for him. You know. Well, maybe it's not
all
true.
those Toxie movies were just so ahead of their time.
And they were
gory for the sake of the fuck of it.
It was also just kind of funny. There's rumor. Yeah, I saw the rumor online. I saw there's a remake rumor floating around. But I mean at this point it's not shocking because they're bringing a lot of old IPs because there's an audience for it, and especially Troma has some legs now because of James Gunn too. I mean he's the prodigal son, right? He started with Troma White. James Gunn started as a producer in Troma House.
Okay, I didn't know that.
That's why his first movie is Slither.
Oh my! I love that
Boom.
movie's horrible.
That is what, and here's the thing. That was his big Hollywood debut. Was Slither in 2006, and that is starring. You remember who that stars?
I don't.
There was a big actor who was mostly unknown, and then there was one big actor who had a couple accolades, and you may know him as Yondu in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I don't know his fucking name.
No, not Nathan Fillion, guys. No, you almost got it. You almost got it. He's Merle from The Walking Dead.
When they crawled up in that woman's belly button in that movie?
Michael Rooker was in that movie. He was the big established actor, and he took a chance on a brand new director, and that's why he's cast Michael Rooker in everything since then. Because Michael Rooker took a chance on him. Michael Rooker took a chance on him, so he's literally gonna get. Yeah, Yondu's actor, and that's Elizabeth Banks. Did Elizabeth Banks get her start in that? That's awesome. Damn, it's really cool knowing that. Yeah. Mary Poppins.
We got a lot of movies.
They never would have cast Michael Rooker as Yondu, and he was a perfect cast. I love that they went a completely different direction for him. Good. Don't do the same thing the comic did. Do something different. You can do something different. Michael Rooker played a sleazy pirate way better. Anyways. Such a sad movie. Oh, God, I love that shit. So there's one more Guardians of the Galaxy movie, and then they're going to be losing James Gunn to DC forever. Forever.
So he's just stuck. He's going to be stuck casting for DC.
Oh, don't forget. Here's the thing. Don't forget when Disney fired him for no fucking reason. When they dragged up a bunch of his old 2010 tweets. And then
that's bullshit.
Oh, dude, trust me. And that's where every single performer, starting with Dave Bautista, wrote this big letter to Marvel and Disney saying, we are not coming back for the third movie unless he's directing it. No, this is unfair. First of all, the jokes he wrote, he's already it was like baby eating and baby jokes. It was really edgy shit because it was Troma House. It's Troma. He's a Troma guy. He does that shit. They all do. That's the point of pushing the boundary comedy. That's the point of it. Yeah,
it was in a league of its own.
And it's like South Park. They push the boundary, and that misses sometimes. And some of those misses, they tried a bunch of people because he was being very politically active on Twitter. So a bunch of bad actors dug it up, tried to get him canceled for that shit. Where even the people who know James Gunn are like, no, he used to say shit like that, but that was 10 years ago. No one gives a shit. You know, but Disney still let him go for 2 weeks, and in that 2 weeks, he penciled a deal at DC, and that's why he made the second Suicide Squad movie, which is
I didn't watch the first or the second.
The first one's a garbage. The second one is genuinely one of my favorite movies.
I thought from the little clips I've seen of the Joker, I thought it was pretty, they did even though he was a very small part in that, right? I thought they did an okay job with that. I was
here's the thing. Just do something different for Joker each time. Just do that. Yeah. Do something different for Joker each time. Just don't try and do the same shit because it'll just be lacking. Don't try and do Heath Ledger Joker. We've already done that and he's gone now. Do something different. In the Batman, there was a deleted scene where they have a new Joker, and I'm like, okay, that's kind of different. They kind of gave him more of a disease. And I'm like, all right, that works.
No, I like that.
See, they gave him a disease that made him he made his mouth grow differently. So he has a very weird looking mouth. And I'm like, okay, I like it. That works. Something different. Yeah. I just think Jared Leto sucks. That's fine. I just think Leto's every story about Leto is weird as shit. And I'm just like, nah, I don't care for that. But The Suicide Squad is a James Gunn movie. Top down. So I would
worth watching.
Oh my god, yes. Because essentially, low-key implies that the first movie isn't canon. But 3 of the actors come over from the first movie because they were perfectly cast. I'm sorry, 4.
So wait, they name it The Suicide Squad? They don't name it Suicide Squad 2?
No, they call it The Suicide Squad. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's
starring James Gunn, and it's a rated R Guardians of the Galaxy. That's what it is. That's what they wanted.
Oh, that's so good.
It's rated R Guardians of the Galaxy, and King Shark is played by Sylvester Stallone.
Okay.
Yeah,
I need to see it now. No way! That's so cool.
And John Cena got his debut acting performance, which crushed. Margot Robbie did so fucking good as Harley Quinn in that first movie. She's just Harley Quinn in everything now. Captain Boomerang from the first movie, he also crushed it. He was great. They brought him back. They brought back Rick Flag as well, and also, oh my god, I'm always forgetting her name. The Amanda Waller. And they brought back Amanda Waller. Those 4 actors were brought back. But everyone else was recast, essentially.
Yeah, just like listening to this, you understand like how uncultured I am to movie culture. I'm just.
Oh no, I'm
really
a nerd. I'm a nerd for productions. I'm a nerd for
awesome.
writer, director, producers because it is a very much their creation. That is why Guardians of the Galaxy stood out from all the other Marvel movies as a really good one because that was all James Gunn, baby. It was all James Gunn, baby.
That's the one I genuinely enjoyed as well.
Yeah,
I kind of steered away from a lot of the although I do love like a lot of the comic book movies. I steered a little bit away.
Dude, after Endgame, you're like, okay, I don't need to rush these now.
Yeah, exactly. So I stood back a little bit, but I did enjoy the shit out of Guardians of the Galaxy. I love that movie.
No, that was good. You know who was originally supposed to play the main Guardian, though? Well, dude, it was down to 2 guys. And it was down to Chris Pratt and one other guy, Glenn Howerton. Now, that name might be familiar. That's Dennis from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
No way.
Now, here's the thing.
So weird.
Dude, he would have
He's
been...
not thick enough. He's not thick enough.
And that literally is what it was. If Chris Pratt could lose weight and get ripped, that's how they were going to give it to him. Otherwise, it was going to Glenn. And I'm not going to lie, I would have preferred Glenn. The more time goes on, I'm like...
That would have been so funny.
Glenn would have been perfect at it. Literally, that's why it came down to him and Chris, because they're both perfect for the role. But Glenn, oh my god. Glenn, see, Chris Pratt's character, the character of Star-Lord loses his shit all the time, right? He loses his shit a lot. Imagine that was Dennis instead. Oh my god! He's losing his mind on everybody. Warburn13, thank you so much for the 3-month resub. And now Chris Pratt is Mario. It's me, Mario. So I'm just kidding, guys. It'll be different. It wasn't actually. He lied. Shocker. Shocker, that guy lied.
Wait, he lied about the casting?
Oh, yeah, no, they already said they're not doing the Italian Mario voice. And I'm like, oh, great, it's awful.
I'm so interested in how it's going to turn out, though. For the memes, yeah.
Imagine Dennis going, dance off, bro, come on, you and me. I'm like, yeah, I can easily imagine all of that Dennis stuff.
I cannot.
Oh, no, I can see. Some people are like, I could never imagine that. I'm like, you should see some of the original castings they had for some of these movies. Like Marty McFly as the original actor. They actually filmed a good chunk of that movie without the original actor who played Marty McFly in Back to the Future. They had a different guy entirely.
Yep. That's insane. Anytime I think of like Back to the Future, I just spam Wild Stallion in the back of my head. Like, even though that's Bill and Ted, that's a completely different movie. But like,
dude, I was so disappointed when I heard about the third Bill and Ted. I heard it was fine, but there was one scene that I would have. Yeah, Back to the Future was almost 100% reshot. Actually, they had to reshoot the movie essentially with a different main character.
Oh, that's insane.
Right? I know.
What were those giant things that like helped them like?
They tried to get O.J. Simpson was almost the Terminator. Okay, dude. There's some wild ass shit throughout history.
Are you kidding? Arnold is iconic. That put him. No, he's been on the map for a while.
Dude, do you think anyone thought that when he first started getting cast? No. It was like, your accent, we're not casting you. Why? Here's the best part about why it fucking worked. It was because he was a robot from the future and he couldn't quite say English. Like, your clothes, give them to me. It's like phonetically trying to speak, and it makes more sense with the thick accent. It really does. And but here's the thing: he wasn't getting cast because of his accent all the fucking time. Nick Cage, Superman,
That's
almost
a shame
happened.
Because anything he touches is like I'm genuinely entertained. Like I love
Jean-Claude
Arnie
Van Damme
most of his stuff.
Jean-Claude Van Damme was almost the Predator, dude. Like, there's nuts shit that almost happened. So close to almost happening. It's wild. Chris Farley was almost Shrek. Did you know they actually recorded?
Like history-changing shit.
Did you like Shrek was actually recorded originally by Chris Farley, then he passed away. They weren't done recording though. You can actually find the scene, the original Chris Farley scene, which was one of the last recordings he ever did before he passed away. It's really heart-wrenching.
Yeah, that's sad.
It's the scene people judge me before they even know me. That scene with Shrek, yeah, that was recorded by Chris Farley before he passed away. That's fucking tragic. And then they recorded the entire, and then Mike Myers, who was good friends with him, recorded the entire thing after he passed, and then went, nah, can I do it with my Scottish accent instead? And then redubbed the entire thing a second time. And that's how we got Scottish Shrek. Will Smith was almost Neo. Will Smith was almost Neo. Will Smith was almost Neo.
Honestly, I don't think that would be horrible. I don't think that would be horrible.
You know what he chose? You know what he chose instead of the Matrix, though? Wild Wild West.
That movie is timeless. I will not.
I would argue that Matrix is timeless, and time's trying to forget Wild Wild West.
Wild Wild West was
hold
my
on, you want to hear my perfect Keanu Reeves?
Hold
on, want to hear my Neo impression?
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh my. Okay, so did you watch the most recent?
Whoa. The Matrix. Dude, gotta get that kid. Yeah, remember, you smoke so much weed. You smoke so much weed. Whoa. Mr. Anderson, surprised to see me? Well, yeah. Well, good. It's good shit. It's good shit. I will sometimes go back and rewatch the Smith fight scene from the second movie just to euphorically have that rush of my teenage years for one scene. When he gets smacked into the wall and he grabs the pipe. Ha, ha, he, he, ha, he. I don't know why. Just, oh, when he hits it. I don't know why it works so hard. And every guy's like, yeah, this is the shit right here.
That entire... So the new movie, have you seen it?
The new Matrix? Nah, I'm good. They don't even have good fight scenes, so there's no point to even watch it.
Oh, no, they don't. It's literally... I
know
felt
the first
so
third is awesome, and the rest is crap. That I know.
Like, yes, exactly. The first, the buildup was incredible. I was like, oh my god, there's no way they pulled this off. And then they got
the stupid movie happened, but they don't have the same choreographers. So, also, I guess Keanu doesn't remember how to do martial arts. Because, sorry, let's get back to the point where a couple neurodivergent people in one chat, what's going to happen. So here's what I wanted in Bill and Ted 3. There's a moment where they're surrounded by ninjas by some bad guy. Then all of a sudden, God bless it, Bill, I believe. I believe he plays Bill, yeah? Or Ted. Who does Keanu play? Bill or Ted?
I always forget. Fucking idea.
I think it's Bill. I think he plays Bill. Chat's about to correct Ted. I was wrong. Keanu plays Ted. In the middle of the fight, all of a sudden, Ted all of a sudden starts using martial arts move and starts having literally a Matrix fight with everybody. And then Bill goes, bro! And Ted just looks, dude, I think I know Kung Fu. Excellent! I don't know. He just, oh shit. He just knows it, you know? Why not? Fuck, he's the shit post of a movie!
That's ideal, though, but that's like Bill and Ted energy.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
What I mean?
I was just shocked it never happened. Excellent! Yeah, just Ted knows how to do martial arts with no explained reason.
So that did that happen or
no!
It didn't happen?
That did not happen in the movie!
That would have been ideal!
Tisk. Don't know how to shitpost properly. SMH, chat. SMH.
Feels bad.
So let's get to the second question.
Okay. Let's do that. We're bouncing all over the place. I'm fine with it.
Can you tell we both have ADHD? Can you tell?
God.
Can you tell we both have ADHD? No. I keep saying it every stream, but you know I'm right. It takes a very particular breed of person to look at streaming and go, hold on, I should have 5 more things that can go wrong. Very particular.
I always everybody's like, oh, you can get medicated. I'm afraid of medicine. I'm like, oh no.
You're not wrong to be afraid of medicine, but I also say I've operated at my best while under the influence of medicine. So, what does that say?
Okay. Well, holy shit.
Well, now the medicine's okay, so go get diagnosed. Find out what your stat block is. It's fine. Don't be weird, guys.
No, my therapist said ADHD for sure, but I don't know if that's who diagnoses you.
Well, no, any of the anxiety and depression you have is probably connected to unmedicated ADHD. You know.
Thank you. Thank you, universe,
Oh
for
yeah.
gifting
No,
me this power.
What are you talking about? Didn't you wait outside Earth like a club, waiting for the right spot to spawn in? Like everyone assumes, I guess.
I messed up on my character slider, actually.
No,
I
it's
fucked up.
honestly your parents didn't do enough grinding.
That explains a lot. That explains a lot. Okay, so what's the next question?
Next question is, does Poppy and Camry have any connection? Like, have they had any run-ins in the past? Good world building at all? And this is from Hi King Mike.
Camry, who's like the vehicle? Like a Toyota?
Do Poppy and Camry? I think maybe they're saying, but no, I don't know who Camry is. They didn't spell the name properly, so I'm not saying who I think they're talking about because I believe in committing. Can you tell me more about Lichma?
Lichma nuts. The study of Lichma. I actually got my PhD without reading, mind you. So impressive feat.
Well, I mean,
in
Lichma.
Lichma.
I got my start with Dragon. These nuts across your face.
Oh, so that's why I have to bathe quite a bit because I can't get rid of this horrid stench of taco balls.
Correct. The dragon balls, I call them, because they are balls I dragged along you.
Oh my god, what a question.
What a question.
Yeah, the horrid stench of male VTuber, exactly.
All right, so from Araname Soul Stealer.
Araname Soul Stealer.
It's like Iron Reaper Soul Stealer. I get it.
Yeah,
If he had a bone to pick, which one? Which bone would you pick if you could?
If I could pick a bone, it would be the one that I put inside of Chat's mouth. That's about it.
Interesting. I was going to say the funny bone, but okay.
Yeah.
What's he want to drink? A bone marrow?
Is that it? Is just
A
what
bone
I
marrow.
wanna drink?
Yeah, I mean, I'll show you on screen. You'll be able to see as I'm streaming.
I
You
would
see
love that.
See, a bone
Yeah.
marrow. A bone marrow. Question mark?
Let me just.
Yeah. Interesting.
I don't think so. No.
How is he getting all his fans into your bar? Because holy fuck, he has a huge crowd that is constantly cheering, and I fear you might noise complaints. Thank you.
Oh, I genuinely apologize, but I'm sure you're used to rowdy people. You've had Crimbo in here, and he's pretty rowdy.
That's true. I have to be careful.
Yeah.
This Friday, I must be careful. Crimbo is... Hey, we must be on Crimbo watch this Friday, everybody, because actually, I'll take a quick moment here to show you what's happening this Friday. Everybody, we have Leaflet and Ava Lamp swinging by this
I love Ava.
Friday. That's right, everybody. The Goo Girls are doing their first ever collab here at the bar. I cannot believe they've never collabed before. This will be happening here in the bar, and now I need you all to be careful. We need to be on Crimbo watch. Because if there's one man we need to be worried about when it comes to the Goo Girls, it's the Goo Man himself, Crimbo.
I seen how he gets with goo. Like he lathers his body with. It's disturbing.
I'm worried. I think we need to take the proper steps to make sure that the girls are safe. VTubular butt melt. Thank you for the 200 bits of the Goo.
What a anytime I see him, I'm like, that was your choice.
You know what the best name is?
You
know what the best name is? Leonardo da Vinci.
Like Doge.
Leonardo da Vinci.
That's it.
That's strong. That's good, right? That's good.
That's
strong. It's so strong, I was infuriated I didn't come up with it. It's like the soup. It's like, why are you buying clothes at the soup store? The joke. I watch it going, and that's the peak of abridging, guys. I can't. Fuck, I didn't even write it. It hurts, but it's great. Why are you buying clothes at the soup store? Fuck you! It's good stuff. Good peak comedy. Benjamin Oscar 77. Thank you so much.
for the shots.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. All right, we got more questions.
We got any other? Yeah, I would love to answer them.
Ask him why he won't let me clap them bony cheeks, and this is from Red Claw. I'm assuming that Red Claw ate you and pooped you out and picked you clean, yeah?
This... before bed, I am not into, like, Red Claw. Get your appetite satiated. I'm okay. Just, you can separate food and fun. Not together, please. Not for me, at least. Food and fun, two different things.
Bibbidi bobbidi bussy. Dropping 5 gifted shot. with a 5-month resub from Bibbidi Bobbidi Bussy.
Bussy, it's what's for dinner.
It's UUSSY, so Bussy. Yeah, gotta go down on that, you know. How about the power of Bussy vaginas? I don't know, man. Leonardo da Vinci's pretty strong.
Bussy vagina. That's pretty good, but I couldn't even think of that. That's like a famous artist. That's pretty good.
I agree. From
Marrow
from Roshan Galaxy. Ask him about his particular interest in monsters.
Okay.
Oh boy, how horny are you? Horny for Monster Girls?
No. Okay. It's been really good. All right. Maybe. Taka. Maybe I fancy. Well, I'm a monster myself. I have to stick with my kind, correct? Like nothing horny on main here. I'm just being natural with my unyielding appetite.
Here we go. Okay. Oh boy. I mean.
Okay, you've worked with Vex. Listen.
Yes, I have.
I've seen what she wraps around you. Like, unfair.
It is unfair that it happens to me. You're right.
Yeah, it could be me. It could be me.
Everyone's like, you know, the reason why she's wrapping me up is because I'm not super into it, and that's part of the reason why she's into it. You guys don't understand how this works.
Okay, so I have to just be like, oh no.
Exactly.
I would really hate to be wrapped around.
I just happen to actually be that, so it's fantastic for me. It's a layup.
All right.
Hung Fish Knuckles. Always great to have you here. Thank you for the 3-month resub. And Infernal Crusader, thank you for the 7-month resub. Would you say Poppy likes to bone her?
I've never had the opportunity, so I can't really, I don't speak on... Listen, you never know until you find out, but we're not gonna say I'm gonna find out. Leave it be.
Everyone out here super excited for the equivalency of Mercury rising happening to them, so I don't know what's up with everybody. I'll be honest with you. I mean, I guess just Kimrai got toughened me up a little bit because I'm used to, you know.
Well, you're used to Monster Girls. That's literally your flavor. It's not your fault, though.
That's true. That's true.
It's like you're a magnet. They just... Why do you think I'm here?
Are you really hoping some Monster Girls show up?
Well, maybe. Well, I mean, I like hanging out with you. This is fun, but I know they're here all the time.
Ever since I had someone sum me up as the VTubing equivalent of a harem protagonist who desperately got away from his last situation and desperately hopes it doesn't happen again, and it is desperately happening again. And I'm like, shit, that's not what I was going for.
It's like Tenshi Muyo, but like good. Like, I don't...
Tenshi Muyo is just really confusing. That's the problem with it.
I just never know what the fuck is going on.
No, it's because they have two cannons, one in space, one with demons, and they couldn't decide which was which. It's confused everybody. And some anime don't have good endings.
They resurfaced it as well. They made a new one.
Like
with the original Tenchi actor. Sorry.
Oh, man, it's like Evangelion. Wasn't good.
Yeah, I watched it recently.
It took them 20 years to actually have a passable fucking ending.
I watched it. I was like, what's the appeal? I don't get why everybody loves
First 13 episodes, I got it. Second 13 episodes, I didn't. Crazed microbiologist. 300 bits. It fits through, though, Taka. Sorry to say. Damn. I am sorry you said that, too. Could be worse. It could be Love Hina. Yeah, the main character from Love Hina can actually press charges. He could.
Yeah, that one.
He could. Oh, he needs to. With what's-her-face. Main girl.
Now, what's Love Hina?
A domestic abuse situation.
Oh, holy shit. Yeah, I'm probably going to avoid that one.
Some of them really have aged like that.
It's kind of wild to watch anime like now versus like 10 years ago, and you're like, oh, holy shit, this is actually terrible.
Oh, yeah, it's almost as if a lot of the media we were engaging was not really teaching us great messages.
Oh my god. Like, reverse acts are just A-okay.
And we're just looking back at it and going, that wasn't okay. I watched that. Shit, I watched that a lot. Kyoto's Creations, thank you so much for swinging on by, everybody. That's me burping.
Oh, delicious. What do you have for lunch?
Nothing.
Oh, I got sleep for dinner last night. That was really good.
Man, I cannot wait to have a wonderful power nap bar.
Legit, I haven't eaten enough food.
You're
so
gonna make me cry for you.
Oh, don't cry for me, VTubing, because I've always been cringe. Okay.
There's actually creators that are like, I was diving into this the other day. I wanted to actually talk to you about it. There's like VTubers on YouTube who make content, and then there's people who prey on those VTubers on YouTube who would say, oh, this is cringe, and just like do reacts where it's just a bunch of like fuck yous and whatnot, and it's actually gaining traction. So like they exist symbiotically where one person's cringe and the other one's cringier, but they're all just shitting on each other.
Well, for every cringe, there must be someone who comes in with an even cringier take, therefore making the first person based.
Oh my, it's unreal.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Science,
how
really.
can you make content shitting on another person for no goddamn reason at all? Like, it blows my mind.
Because no one will fuck you.
That's just incel behavior, or excuse my language. Schmin-schmel behavior.
I said fuck. I mean, I don't know what. I don't know what to tell you. I mean,
I don't know. I know, but I heard that word's a real naughty word, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm trying to respect the patrons here.
it's like people who like it's outrage YouTube channels and stuff like that. So they make money with people being mad, constantly interacting with shit like that. You know, they always got to be kind of frustrated about something. But the thing is, you can't always be angry. It's impossible. Eventually, it's like, why aren't we talking about blank? We're tired. We're fucking tired. And I
like,
can't be
exhausting. Yeah.
I now can see information to make me mad 24/7. And you can't do that to yourself.
No.
Because you'll go insane.
Some of these people are self-aware though, and they don't even care. They're just making content.
It's
like
the
they're like,
it's the
I'm
algorithm.
going to yeah, it's unreal. I'm blown away. I'm like, you got that kind of time?
It's just, you know, people. Anger requires effort, becomes tiring after a while. Yeah, exactly. Anger and love take the same amount of effort. It does. Hey, Taka, how are you doing? Star Destroyer 1244. Like, here's the thing. You're not going to be friends with everybody. That's impossible. So if you ever want to get into making content, know that you're not going to be friends with everybody you meet. That's actually impossible. And also, if you're friends with everybody, you're friends with nobody, because then there's no difference. You will meet people that you want to be friends with that you won't ever actually be able to be friends with because of myriad of reasons. You can always be friendly with them. You know? You can always be friendly with them.
That's how she goes.
That's how it goes.
It's the difference between being a piece of shit and, you know,
there are people who have been on this show where it is a strictly professional relationship, and I have nothing against them that they don't really want to be friends outside of that. That's okay. That's being an adult. You know? Because in the end, it's what kills me, and it's why outrage channels they always hit a heat death because they eventually I'm not angry anymore. I can't be angry. That's why when they all turned on Turning Red, it was just like, guys, you really got nothing to talk about right now? Just need to make another CalArts video, huh? Fuck.
I've never seen it before though. Like yesterday was my first experience.
Don't click a single video. Your entire YouTube recommendations will just be tethered that way.
It's horrible. I'm like, God, these guys need to calm the fuck down.
Well, it's
I cannot stand this.
It's the same energy as 4chan trolls or some forum troll. It's please look at me, please look at me. There's a phrase I heard a long time ago: those who can't create destroy.
That's fair. That's one. Yeah, I've seen that a lot. I've
Well,
faced
here's
a
the
lot
thing,
of people shitting all over everything I do.
Well, you got to take it. But you got to look at this legit. You got to look at this on a data level. Let me break it down for you, okay? Let me break this down for you, okay? 1 in 10 people suck. You know, they do. 1 in 10. Would you say that's fair?
That's the way to think about it.
1 in 10 or 1 in 5. Around that, 1 in 10 suck. 2 out of 10. One's kind of iffy. One's awful. 6 of them, they're fine. You know, they just keep to themselves. A couple want to make things better for everybody. They're annoying. 1 in 10 people suck. So if you're making something and 10% of people dislike it, that's just the weather.
That's
fair. 1 in 10 people who don't like you. That's fine. Okay. By
move the
nature
fuck
of
on
trying
and
to
pick
make
one.
something of yourself, you will piss off that 1 out of 10 people that just suck. Okay? I want to make something. Fuck you. That guy sucks. And he's always going to tell you not to do it, so don't listen to him. The second you make something, he'll just give it a downvote, because fuck you. It's just how it is. Because by trying to make something, which is what they want to do but don't have the courage to do, seeing you do it pisses them off. But because they can't accept the fact that it's an internal thing, they decide to say your shit sucks instead. To fucking tear you down so they don't feel like they're falling behind.
and they will never admit that. They will never admit that because of
Because
how
they're
petty.
children.
It's
They're
petty.
children.
It's petty, and it's embarrassing. But I used to be kind of like that when I was a kid because it's something you kind of got to go through. But the thing is, some of these men are in their 30s. Get it together, guys.
Pick up your balls, gentlemen.
Get it together, guys. Get it together. Get it together.
I try to pay him no mind. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day,
don't give them the attention. They don't actually, dude. They don't care. They don't actually give a shit. They just want to shit on shit. That's their thing. That's their thing. It's like, all right.
ADHD and having like an outgoing personality, you're destined to rub quite a few people the wrong way without even not even intentional.
It's because
Not
having
even
self-confidence is sexy, and then people will want to like flirt with them and shit, and then they resent that too. It's there's layers to it. The greed demon. Thank you so much. You like this, Ted? I'm glad we're getting to the bottom of this, guys. But I mean, like, as a male VTuber, what is it like to be a second-class citizen? Couldn't even get that out without laughing.
You're gonna make me fucking cry. I don't know. I've never had any issues. Of
course not, because you're a guy.
Oh my God.
Well, it's like this is the one job where men don't have a distinct advantage, and that's already being disproven with Niji Sanji. But then again, their last names are Niji Sanji, so what do you want? Which always kills me. There's some guys out there who complain, oh, it's just easier for the girls. Yes, the one job where that's true, and you have the gall to bitch.
I don't think it's that true. To be quite honest, I think good.
Not really. No,
content speaks for
it's not
itself.
really.
Yeah.
It's not accurate. It's just it's what it is. Oh my God. Okay. Now everybody, I want you to know I am not thinking of everybody when I say the following things. I am not thinking of anybody in my head. I'm not imagining a VTuber who's real. Let me actually hold on. The story I'm about to tell. Let me grab an actual image I grabbed from South Park. All right, here we go. Here we go. This is there we go, guys. This is what we're gonna go here. This is what actually. Hold on.
Oh my God.
Okay, so we're just gonna. All right, so here we go. Yep. Okay, there we go. This is what we're gonna. Yeah, we're just gonna go with that there.
You're gonna need that on a hotkey, actually.
I'm just gonna leave it up. I'm just gonna need that going there for a while. So, I am in my 30s, and you can hear it in my voice. There's little things. You can tell I'm tired, but I still have energy. But you can hear the tiredness in my voice to a certain degree because I've been doing this for 15 years. Yeah. There are people who are getting into this who are in their early 20s and stuff like that, which no problem with that at all. They try to be sexy, and they don't know what that is yet. I've seen a Twitter account where they describe as demon kings, seducer of women, and they're artists of all these girls like fawning over them, and I'm like, that's not sexy. That's what you think is sexy. That's not what girls or other people think is sexy. You fucking idiot. And I know because you don't know how to be sexy. Because that's what you think it is. Because it sounds like you never talked to a girl.
I know some people that are like shaking in their seats right now, like.
Be mad all you want. Be mad all you want, but it's true. You can't call yourself the sexy seducer and charming. That's not for you to decide.
You know what's sexy? Being yourself. Just be you.
With confidence. That's actually sexier. Saying how sexy you are and how all the ladies want me. Oh my, I'm so sorry. I gotta try and actually sound like I can't do a deep voice. Hold on. Sorry, I sound like I'm this. I'm gonna try and sound. That's right, girls. I'm daddy. How's it going? I'm like, no, you ain't. You barely out of kindergarten. Calm down.
This is like Discord Daddy Simulator. Like, is the male VTubing scene? Kind of hilarious.
Guys, wait until your 30s. You're not daddy. You're Eichmann. It's fine. Enjoy it. It's great. You don't get to go back after that. Don't pretend you're daddy when you're barely even out of being a teenager. You're not. It's okay. It's fine. It's okay. This is the only gatekeeping I'm going to do, guys.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. Let the record show.
Let the record show I've done a horrible job gatekeeping, especially because seeing as how I have.
Oh my God.
But but my voice does not go deep. I know a lot of the other guys trying to have deep voices also don't.
I'm in my 30. I can't even. Like, this is my voice. I sound like a 90s cartoon character. I couldn't be daddy if I tried.
When I project, I sound louder, but when I'm talking, I sound like this. I more or less just kind of, and I slur a lot. That's how I actually sound. I sound like this when I talk. Yeah, how's it going, you know. It's because here's the thing. I've had 15 years of experience. That's why my voice is deep and naturally. You know, like that. It's because of the time I put in. You can't skip those steps. You can't skip the amount of time you put in. You know what I mean? So that you're gonna sound a little bit
Part of
different.
your career. Yeah.
It's why some of the people coming in here trying to do the deep sexy shit, and it's like, no, don't do that. You can't do that yet. I'm sorry, no. Mm-mm. And I wish I could just go out there, but I'm not actually gonna tell people what to do. I don't want to tell people what to do. You know, I ain't gonna do that.
But you can meme it.
Oh, I meme it all the time.
My God.
Dude, you think I didn't see the fact that there were 2 previews on my timeline right next to each other with 2 separate male VTubers, and this is not a shot against them, both showing off part of their new models, just showing the pectoral muscles and how fucking wide they were. That was like the whole video. And I was like, I need to get wider. I need to get wider. I need to get wider. And then I channeled my energy, Poppy, and now you're about to see it, courtesy of Froggy Lock.
Let's go.
I will now reveal my true power, and now you will know. And knowing is, oh God. And now you will
How
know
else are you going to compete
my
with these
true
Icemen?
power. Hello,
Good God!
it's me. I'm Wide Taka.
Christ!
I'm Wide. Hello, hello,
I,
hello,
uh,
hello, hello. I am the widest
I don't know.
Taka that has ever existed. Hello, hello, hello. I am the newest generation of male VTuber. I am only booba and no head. And
That's-
giant hands.
Those pecs are very
Thank you.
massive.
I'm glad you liked my giant pecs. I
This is,
am Wide
Is this a
Taka.
debut now?
What?
Is this a debut now?
Yeah, absolutely. This is now a debut. Now we know. And as you can all tell everybody, I have these giant hands for Yowie.
Better for holding. The bigger they are, the better they are to hold.
You think that's crazy? Take a look at my legs.
Jesus! Oh my God!
That's right. When you're a big VTuber like me, then you will know what to do. When you're a big VTuber like me, you'll know what to do.
You need a sign where you like, please don't walk underneath like the ladders. You
I'm
need a
Mr. Taka.
sign.
This is my show. This is Poppy. I'm Mr. Taka. This was my show. Play the gear. Play. Now, I want you all to know right now that I have enjoyed you all coming here to the bar. I hope you like me. You like the width of VTubers?
This is Girth Taka.
I'm wide and filled with pride. So there's no need to hide.
I'm broken.
Finally, VTubing has ascended to the next level. Now I have debuted before the other wide VTubers. I have achieved maximum width.
Next thing you know, there's going to be more wide VTubers.
What?
Just like the feet trend,
Oh no.
there's going to be other widers. I'm sorry, Taka.
Wait.
You're a trend starter. And no one's going to credit you either. That's how it goes.
Damn. Every damn time. That's why I tweeted I invented bartending. See, I knew you'd laugh at that one, which was like... It's like I can't get mad at people for doing something similar or inspired because I invented bartending, which is to be the point nothing's original.
Yeah.
Now you may not be. Oh, hold on, guys. These are my feet, as you can tell.
They want to see it.
It's a power stance.
That'll get the subs. That's a... Oh my. They get wider too on breath. Impressive. If nothing short of impressive. I kind of want to...
What?
Dare to compare. Dare to compare my boots.
Oh, we have to compare.
We have to. See, okay, don't mention the heels though. You're gonna make. I'm sensitive about it. You know what I mean? It helps with the height.
Makes your legs look better.
Exactly. It lifts and separates.
That's great. So, you can thank the wonderful Froggy Lock for this model. I'm glad
Froggy's
you
been
like it.
talented.
The thickness! I can't help but hear Lord Guru. Correct, that's one of the voices I'm using right now. Are you excited
Thanks,
for the
I
bar?
love it.
Are you liking bar?
I'm very much so. Can I have a drink?
No.
Not a bone marrow. No. Okay.
No, I have no drinks.
I'll drink some
I'm just gonna
sleep
slap
then.
the crap out of your face here. 1 second.
Please don't hurt me.
You
Don't
call yourself a male VTuber? Where is your width?
Where is my-
All male
You're right.
VTubers need to be bigger and wider to keep better.
I'm short. I'm only 6 feet at the tip of my crown.
Well, I got-
can't.
Lunar Fran Gaming. Lunar Fan Gaming. 1500 bits. I've been stuck in a depression loop for a good couple of months, and watching your clips on YouTube has always helped. But being here live now is far better. Thank you. Lunar Fan Gaming. Everybody, they're having a rough time. Give them some love in the chat. And meta the game, he has no drinks, only width. It would be wise of you to bend a knee to the width. Hold on. I gotta change back. This is starting to
It's
hurt.
a tall order, Chief.
It's starting to hurt.
It's
Yeah. All right, let me just change back. Hold on.
No, shit, damn it. No, that wasn't the right one. Sorry, everybody. No, sorry, everybody. I do
I've heard
apologize,
about
everybody.
you.
Welcome, everybody, to the Weary 101. Of course, we are joined by Poppy, who, of course, is not a dick. We are joined here in the Weary 101. I hope you're all having a wonderful time here. My name is Taka, and I am a Canadian. But anyways, for real, though, we're making a drink for all y'all. You want a drink?
How are you? Yes, I would love a drink. How
Okay.
are you? A pal?
I'm
Can I call
doing
you
about
pal?
okay. I'm doing about fine. How are you doing that way?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm a little bit shocked at Wide Taka.
Yeah. Well, that was really painful, actually. My ribcage hurt still, which is why I think I turned into this form temporarily. But, of course, this is my true-blooded, full-blooded Canadian. It is not a full moon, but it still happens. Okay. As is, of course,
Every
tradition.
now and then, it just had the Canadian, the maple syrup coursing through your veins.
Absolutely. I mean, maple syrup, I mean, who doesn't like to milk a tree? That's right. Only in Canada can you milk
Where
a tree.
are the udders located
What's
on
that?
the tree? Where are the udders located on the tree, if you don't
You
mind
gotta
me
drill
asking?
your own, actually.
Oh.
Then you milk the crap out of that
Delicious.
udder. Tree milk. That's right. Of course.
I'll drink it straight from the teat, personally.
Ah.
That's how I like it.
But tell me more about the collabs you want to do.
Oh, the
Hiking, nice, thank
collabs
you.
I wanted to.
Darth Leviathan, NBA, thank you so much for gifting us up to the emote collector, who of course has now collected more emotes, which is wonderful. And Statustroyer1244, thank you so much. And of course, we have started a hype train, which of course is tradition. Thank you very much. That's very good. Okay. I'm gonna temporarily go away here for a second. Hold on. I'll return to my more
Take your time.
himbo form. Hold on. Ow! God damn it, that hurts.
It never
Oh,
feels
thank God.
nice. It never feels nice. It always is like bone shifting. I don't think you're aware of how painful it is.
I think I know a thing or two about bone shifting. actually.
That's true. You would understand about that. Star Destroyer, bro, I need a drink after that. Well, thank you so much. Well, luckily you're here in a bar, everybody. And Poppy, we're about an hour and 40 minutes into this. I think it's time for you to plug what you got coming down the pipeline.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah,
actually
part of this is to
might have
plug
a-
your shit too.
Okay, I was just here to hang. I'm happy to do so.
well, some people are like, don't plug your stuff. I'm like, then why the fuck do it? Oh my god. Anyways, do it. Plug your shit.
Okay, later this month on the 25th, I'm actually having a partnerversary for 1 year of being Twitch partner, which I might have a new form. You never know. I also just pretty much pick up whoever wants to just hang out and game or just vibe and watch random bullshit. Kind of like, what's that horrible show where they watch movies together?
Red Letter
Which
Media.
I love. Oh my god.
Is it Red? Are you talking about Red Letter
Planet-
Media?
No, it's like Planet something 9000. I forget.
Oh, Mystery
It's so
Science
long.
Theater 3000.
Yes, I love that. It's been so long.
Yeah.
They took it off of Netflix, I think.
Yeah,
but I do
get,
a lot
get,
of that
get,
stuff
get
too.
that you're gonna love this one. However, because the original 3 guys who were dropped, and they went on to make their own company called Rift Tracks, and all of those are on Amazon Prime.
Okay. Oh, really?
So yeah,
I have Amazon Prime.
there we go.
And you
So
know what you
those
can
original
do with
guys, they have
Amazon
about a couple hundred movies on there from their second run.
Prime. I was gonna plug Primes. Using
On
Primes on your favorite
Twitch.
content creator.
Don't pretend that Amazon didn't buy Twitch for one reason: to make their Prime membership even more lucrative. I'm not kidding.
Well, I'm happy for it.
Isn't that?
God bless it.
Oh, you know what? Things are fishy. Fuwa Fishy. Gifting 5 shots to the bar. Thank you so much, Fuwa Fish, for gifting that sub here in the bar. Thank you so much. Very kind of
Very,
you.
very pug.
That's very.
Yeah, but that's pretty much what I got going on. Is just my thing on the 25th and just random little collabs with other people. I never really collab, so I'm trying to branch out and work with other people.
It is interesting trying to vibe with somebody because it's like you gotta almost like it's like picking your shots more. I've always started when I first started making anything. I always started in a team, so I've always kind of had that. Luckily, going for me from the beginning. I prefer working with other people because I think it's get a better energy. And when you go solo, it's different. It really is.
And it's variety. Like everything's different always. There's never the same.
You can get a very different conversation when you have two different people in the same room. That's what half the fun of it. Hero Leo gifting a sub. Thank you so much for gifting that sub. I want to thank Key Young One for gifting 500. Why does Taka sound like Plankton from SpongeBob? I can't see my forehead. I'm gonna find you! I'm gonna pick you up! I'm gonna save you, Bald! Yeah, I can do that. This is Patrick. Because I'm almost like I'm a voice actor. I can do a bunch of stuff. I can also do SpongeBob. Ah!
Oh. I'm only good at like sounding like myself. Okay, I got it, Mr. Krabs.
That's right, Krabs. I'm gonna find a Krabby Patty formula and I'm gonna fuck your wife, Krabs!
He's maidenless, isn't he? Like, she's gone?
No, he made his own internet waifu.
That's right, Krabs. I made my own internet waifu and now I'm gonna steal the plans to the Krabby Patty formula while jerking off. Wait, don't tweet that last part.
Tough.
So how long have you been into the voice stuff? Like since the beginning? Or?
Since the beginning. It was a means to an end. I never really got really into voiceover for like 2 years. It was just like, I like being a character. I like the writing more. I'll be honest. Like the recording was like more of a reward because then the delivered lines got to be associated with me, and that's kind of the fun of it.
I genuinely enjoy like the story building and the world building that it comes into writing. Like I do the voice stuff, but I more so enjoy like comic writing and stuff like that.
It's sweet to their own. It's one of the coolest things is like, especially in VTubing, so many different people bring out so many different kinds of energy. Like Onigiri bringing her ability to cook.
Oh, cooking! Oh my god!
That's so. I'm so glad she's doing that because no one was doing that.
And it's delicious. I just sit there and I'm like, oh please.
Oh, it's so aggravating. I can't eat what she's cooking. It's so annoying. So, Star Destroyer, we serve alcoholic and non-alcoholic. And Sylvie, I hope you're having a good day. And thank you all, guys. We're up to a tier 3 hype train. My God. Sky, Heart, Streams, thank you as well. Kissed by Fire again. Thank you all, guys.
Choo-choo, let's go.
Was there ever a line you wrote for yourself that you feel landed perfectly? Oh, God, a lot. A lot of shit. Especially Helsing. Hi, Neko. How's it going? Thank you, Athena.
Yeah, Helsing stuff, by the way. I've never watched it. I'm excited to watch it. Should I watch the original first and then your stuff?
Yeah, you can watch the original. I'll be honest with you, you can kind of go either or. I'd say the original dub is pretty fucking fantastic. One of a kind. A lot of screen actors were doing dubbing for that.
Oh.
You might not know them, but that's why you don't hear the usual suspects in the dub, if that makes sense.
I'm sad that I lost my dub work way back when because of the copyright strikes. Yeah, you gotta not.
Look who you are talking to. I'm actor with the 1300 bits. Thank you so much. I'm actor. Thank you so much. What a hell of a name. Has your voice ever broke while you were doing voice acting? Oh hell yeah, a couple times. Gruff shit. Your voice will just get shredded.
Even in like content creation in general, like streaming, that'll do it.
That's why myself and Poppy were having like a 45-minute conversation before this thing, just so our voices sounded more clear for this. We're like, oh.
I actually have to like douse myself in throat coat like almost daily.
Yeah.
Because my voice is so damaged.
Well, you should probably swallow instead of coating yourself in it.
Oh, true. Maybe that's why it's not working. That would explain it.
It's not getting into the pores of your skin.
Yeah.
I can give you some throat coat. It's a special brand though.
I'm gonna have to. Is that on the like after menu or?
I'll need VTubular butt milk to help me.
Oh my god. I don't want anything from VTubular butt milk, actually.
Psychopathic, thank you for gifting a sub to Neko. Very kind of you.
Any other questions that we missed, maybe?
Oh yeah, there are more questions. We completely forgot about that part of the show. Because I'm professional and do this all the time.
All right, Bonsk asks, why the yelling?
I'm a loud person.
There you go. Got
Change
him.
the channel. Like,
Duper, ask him why he doesn't call my mom back. I'm literally shaking typing this.
well, Duper's mother, just like many other mothers, and I have an interesting relationship, and there are many mothers in the world that I have to move on to. So that is why.
We can't always talk alcohol me. Okay, psychopathic, on its way to you. It's on its way to you. Sure, I'll help out. Thank you, VTubular Butt Milk. Thank you, and Derek Anthony. Thank you so much for the 200 bits as well. Have you ever hated the sound of your own voice when you listen to your material? All the time. I hate my voice right now. Because right now,
that's
what
the
you're
name of the
hearing,
game.
you are
Anybody
hearing your
entry.
vocal cords and the sound of your voice. You were hearing it with an extra filter of the sound traveling along the bone to your ear as well. So you are hearing a very, very sanitized version of that. Your voice does not sound like it does to you. So you ever record it and play it back, you're like, oh my god, I sound like shit. Yeah. It's because you sound way deeper in your head. The bones make the voice better. Hey,
I'm blown away.
hold on. Psychopathic. Whoop, whoop. Psychopathic. Absolutely. Completely. Unrelentingly psychopathic with a 1 instead of an I. Thank you for the 10 gifted shots.
With the 10 shots.
Thank you so much, man. Greatly appreciate it. And if you got gifted a shot, you better say thank you. It feels deeper because we can hear it in our chest as well. Thank you, kind. Yeah, there's a lot of different things because we're hearing a filtered version of it as it travels through our body. You know?
Yeah, it makes sense. Like, and like through all the flesh and whatnot as well.
Oh, yeah. Like, because we're hearing the reverberation of it as we say it live, and then we hear it bouncing back against us, too, because it's projecting away from our ears. It's different.
And hearing your own voice is almost foreign. Like when it's recorded, you're like, I cannot.
Oh, I
stand
sound like
this.
shit.
I hate how.
This is why I hate hearing my recordings. Like, but you sounded really good. I listen back to the older bridging stuff. I'm like, fuck!
when you're doing your own edits, it's like, oh my god, it's a nightmare.
It's why I
It's
was
a nightmare.
Silo is strange. Thank you so much. I will say this. I was watching Broken Skull break. It's just a podcast with Stone Cold Steve Austin and different wrestlers, and he had Chris Jericho on, and they pulled up a clip of Jericho debuting in WWF, which was one of the best debuts of all time. They did the Millennium Clock. The crowd exploded. It was amazing. He says he struggles to watch it. He's only watched it a couple times because he just keeps seeing his mistakes. And I went, interesting that a man with like 30 years in the business almost now, right? He's just like, I can't watch my best moments because I just see the mistakes. He's like, right now I'm mugging the camera because he's doing all these faces. He's like, and I had to do that because how little screen time I ever got in WCW, I just had to make the most of every second I'm on there. So now I'm making too much of the 10 minutes they gave me. And I literally went from having to fight to get noticed to being in a promo battle with The Rock. And I'm like, Jesus, that is kind of right into the deep end, isn't it? And he held his own. And he's saying he just can't handle his voice. He can't handle and here's the thing, everyone's like, when I rewatched that debut, it was amazing. I know it is, but he himself doesn't see it for what it is in the moment. He only sees the mistakes. And I think that's very similar to when voice actors or anyone hears their voices in a similar method. You'll only see how you could do it better. You know, that's
how I am with like any of the demo reels I put out. I'm like, Jesus. Like a lot of people, like even if it's well received, I'll be like, I am horrible, and it's
like,
just
yeah,
how it goes.
when you audition, you're auditioning against 100 other guys who could get the role legitimately, but they're just trying to choose what best fits. Even if your take is fantastic, someone else just fits for a different reason better. You know, it's not that you're a bad actor; it's that they went with something else. But to get into that acting pool, you've proven to be good enough. You know, so it's kind of the danger of voiceover, everybody. It's a business, and definitely check out iwanttobeavoiceactor.com. It's one of the best places you can go to.
That's very helpful.
Oh yes, that's what
I just like kind of do like closed auditions and stuff like that friends throw me, stuff like that.
Fact talk, something I had to learn as a VA. Yeah, they don't teach that. They also don't teach people to claim shit on their taxes, which is odd.
Oh no.
FYI, everybody, if you use it and bought it for work, you're supposed to claim it on your taxes. That's what you're supposed to do.
Live 2D models, everything, anything
Yeah,
on your
technically,
PayPal
yeah.
that you can
That
claim,
is-
yeah.
That is cold cash that you paid for business reasons. They're not supposed to tax that money. They aren't. They're not supposed to tax that because you're using it to make money. And that you're supposed to get a certain amount back. Does that site take you to a website that just says don't? Oh no, it's Mastodon. It's a good website. No, you joke, but more or less he says, and if you don't like this, then don't do it.
So essentially, it's pretty much it's a collection by I believe Jason, not David Frank. It was it's a guy. He does a lot of voiceover. I forget his fucking name. He plays like Qui-Gon in not Qui-Gon. He plays Obi-Wan in Star Wars: The Clone Wars and shit. I forget the guy's name. He does lots of voiceover and a million things. D. Bradley Baker. Thank you. D. Bradley Baker made the website because he was fucking sick and tired of that question at every convention he went to. So he just made a website where he answered all the questions. So actually, hold on. Let me go to...
Doing the world a service.
I want to be a voice actor.com. Here we go, guys. I'm going to give you some advice. Here we go. Oh, my God. Killing your career. Let's click killing your career. There's subsections of each one. Killing your career.
Oh, my God. This guy, get into the nitty-gritty.
Doing it wrong. How not to become big at a big city acting career. Many moved to Los Angeles to, quote, hit it big, but they set themselves up for failure from the very start. It is not necessarily a lack of talent or ambition. That is irregardless, but rather it is to do with your outlook and understanding of how success happens after you move to a larger market or talent pool. Top misconception. It's only about talent. Ah! Some new to the scene may see showbiz as it's kind of a talent meritocracy. Whoever has the most talent wins. The cream rises to the top, sort of thing. This kind of actor arrives in town with little else than talent. Although talent ultimately counts for most of it, it's not all you need. And some might say it's not half of what you need. A lot of talented idiots move to LA, and a lot of talent languages and falls by the wayside, sometimes spectacularly. Oh, here we go. Let me keep reading this. Blink7, welcome. Dr. Caliban, thank you for the 37 months of support, and I hope you're having a good day, man. It's great seeing you. It's just networking. Others with less talent may see showbiz as some kind of personality game, a sort of schmooze fest. They see it not as a game of talent or business so much as a game of social networking. It's all about who you know, is their take. While this is very social industry and your social connections are important, it's not the whole picture. It's all about marketing. Still, others may view getting into show business as mostly a matter of crafty self-marketing. All right, here we go. Many seem to start here. They mostly ignore developing their art and their acting, but to dutifully go about the checklist of things an actor typically does. Send out some flyers, take a couple classes, get a demo produced, pay to get a web-based casting service, and you're good to go. This limited calculating view of the acting career is in itself ultimately limiting. Marketing, while important, will only get you so far, and that's probably not very far at all. I'm going to keep going because we only got a couple more of these.
Yeah, I was about to say.
It's just a lotto! Oh, here we go. Here's the worst, in my view. Some see acting as neither a matter of talent or even a marketing strategy, but rather as some kind of lucky lotto. Anyone who shows up can play, and it's easy. Just move to town, and you automatically have a ticket. Playing this game is just a matter of hanging out long enough until you get lucky, and then you happen into that golden ticket. This Willy Wonka model is reinforced by TV's insipid reality talent TV shows, where waves of naive and unready folks just show up hoping against hope that they'll magically run into their fairy godmother and they'll instantly be transformed into a fucking sensation. It also appears that the winners have done the same thing. They apparently just showed up with this thing they were practicing in front of a mirror, and now they're a star. Just show up and it'll work out somehow, just like it does for most everybody. Hail Mary thinking is naive as it is lazy. Ooh. Oh, I like that. Ooh, I like that. Hail Mary thinking is as naive as it is lazy. Everyone's time is wasted and it generally leads nowhere. Side note, TV talent shows also gloss over the years of hard work that the winners of these staged TV talent shows have gone through, perhaps. As importantly, you also never see how it all plays out in the real world after the judges and audience go home. The onerous terms talent must sign off, even to get on stage. Sometimes it's pay to play, as well as the fat percentages of any future earnings. Talent also is obligated to sign away to the show's producers. I'm going to finish this one. The preceding variation of Clueless probably makes up most of the LA's acting your so-called competition, which is good news. Yes, the odds can appear daunting, almost impossible at first. You against thousands, if not tens of thousands of actors for one role, but as a smart aspiring pro, your real competition isn't the raw numbers of competitors, but rather the smaller pool of level-headed, focused, talented players. Those that grasp this business as well as the art of professional acting. Because that's the big thing. The job is not recording voiceover. It's auditions.
Well, that's fair. Just landing the part is what's like...
Landing the part is just the motions. The real job is auditioning, and you don't get paid for those.
It's a small. Those whom you will go up against are in this to win it and are in for the long haul. That informs their strategy, their artistic and professional growth, and their career timeline. If that also applies to you, then you just may have a chance. There's a fundamental difference between the few talented, experienced artists that have a good perspective and a realistic strategy for making it in show business, and the majority that have none or are misguided in their perspective. The difference is that the former have a shot. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's a mouthful.
Yeah, dude, this is.
Yeah, that's a lot of good information, though.
That was just one of the tabs under killing your career.
Well,
Pitfalls.
At least he's
Ooh,
able
pitfall.
to
This first pitfall is so short. Surviving your successful career. Okay, this is for ladder on your career, but it's not to keep in mind. How will you handle success? Getting everything you've ever thought you wanted could be the worst thing that ever happened to you. Let's say in all your years of hard work beginning to pay off, you start booking and have big series coming out, maybe a movie. The money has begun to come and people are taking notice to you, and it feels it's finally your moment. And you're actually earning a living as a voice actor. Your future looks bright. What could possibly go wrong? Actually, quite a bit. Let's look at some of those common pitfalls and missteps many successful actors, yes, even voice actors, can fall into. And here's the big one. And this is a shout out to all VTubers, by the way, guys, for this one. Momentary or sudden success makes you feel like you now have permission to live beyond your means.
Oh, spending more money than you're making.
Bingo. There is a saying, a great way to ensure your career will take a nosedive is to buy a house. Bingo. Yep. Take your eye off the money, you can end up evaporating. This is another common story. Success arrives when you suddenly got way more moolah coming in than is going out. Your CPA lawyers advise you to incorporate, which means you will now have two separate entities to oversee. Blah, 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 blah. Your time becomes at once increasingly valuable and increasingly scarce. Yeah, this is a really great breakdown, dude.
Yeah, that's really useful information.
Missing the parade. Oh, I like this. Ooh.
We're not just voice acting, but for like any content creation in general.
This isn't exactly a peril, but it's easy misstep. There is a moment when big movie, television series, etc. It's going to hit screens when it's the hottest thing in the airways. The magical moment is a window of opportunity. You can choose to proactively exploit this moment and parlay this, quote, heat. Oh my God, he's using wrestling terms. This is fucking fantastic. Into your next step, or just sit back and let it pass you by. This takes some perspective and willingness to push when you could easily sit back and just let it wash over you. This magic moment can have a way of seeming so full of excitement it's hard to imagine it ending. Of course, it will bring good things and a progress to your career, right? Not necessarily. At some point, it will end. And you may be left scratching your head wondering why it's all stopped. You will wish that you had done more to shape more opportunity and momentum from that shining moment. Correct. You don't want to get lazy. And I'll say this that applies to a lot of YouTubers. This is not a shot against any of them. Some of them just made one thing and they stuck with it. And their numbers kept going down. They're wondering why. It's because people want to see something different. You know.
It's variety is key.
Oh, yeah. Acting can bring out the good, the bad, and the ugly. An actor is regularly called upon to tap into unfiltered emotions, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and to magnify and wield sometimes volcanic impulses on cue at full force. It takes skill and self-control to do this in a session, but bring these forces home and you can be even more destructive. The confidence or star power of a good actor can manifest as narcissism, arrogance, or rudeness, or prima donna behavior back in the real world. It can result in impulsive outbursts or losing control, and can prove ruinous to one's personal life if not dialed back or muted. The irony is that actors are paid to develop and use these inner forces, but they are expected to shut off or at least contain them when it's not at work. This isn't always easy or even possible, especially with how mentally broken some people are. In addition, the expectation that some with professional success for an actor can bring out terrifying psychological pressure as well. For some, success can prove to amplify deep fear of failure. Oh, this is so true. This is so true. Jealousy or other destructive passions. Oh yeah, we're seeing those everywhere. See, this is great. This can just apply to VTubing too, you know?
Yeah, it literally applies to content creation as a whole.
It does. This is actually beautiful. It seems counterintuitive, but it's true. Having more than enough can heighten the fear of never having enough for some. That is true. It's very accurate. Last bit of this. As a voice actor, you probably stand less of a chance to succumb to the large-scale self-infliction ruin more commonly associated with the on-camera world of acting. But there are exceptions. One of my saddest Hollywood memories is of very talented voice actors I knew and worked with who committed suicide right before she was to sing her nominated song to the Oscars. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's true. This tragic loss at an apparent moment of professional triumph will never leave me. And that is true. I actually remember that. I believe I know who that was. That was the original voice actress for South Park.
Blame Canada was nominated for Best Academy Award for Best Song, and she sang most of the sing, and she sang most of it.
I love that song.
And she sang most of it, but unfortunately, between those seasons, apparently she passed away. Unless it's another performer he's talking about. I think he might be talking about the South Park actress, the original one who passed away. But yeah, no, it's.
We're getting into some sad stuff.
Well, that's true. This is what he's talking about, though. Yeah. Yeah, you can look it up, guys. You can look it up and prove me wrong or right, either way. But I'm glad we got to go over this, guys. I'm going to link you the website in the chat real quick here because I think this is a fantastic thing to send to people because a lot of people, there's a lot of lessons to be learned for VTubing, content creation in general, and this is coming from somebody who has worked in the business for like 30 years. So he's seen people rise and fall all the same. So he actually has a good lay of the land. Yeah, no, I'm glad you guys like this. Is a really good
informative stuff is good.
Oh, this is the knowledge of a 30-year veteran who's trying to prevent people from making cringy mistakes. It's the best kind of advice you could ask for. No,
it's like I fucked up. Let's help you not.
Well, that's why he ended what you could fuck up. A friend of mine died doing this.
Oh,
like it's like my friend of mine was so broken psychologically that something very unfortunate happened. Even he added a working from home section. That's a new one. I need to check that one out, actually. It's going to be, don't have your cat there. It's going to be dumb shit, just basic shit that people forget about. Do you think about men using female models for VTubing? I use one for gender affirmation because I'm a trans one. That's awesome. The beautiful thing about VTubing, you can be whoever you are in real life, has no basis on what is going on in this, and vice versa. Or you can if you want it to. It's down to you, and there's no wrong way to do this. There isn't.
It's the right. Yeah, do what makes you happy.
It's my way. It's exactly it. It's your way. It's like I decided to do the bar this way.
And there's no rule in content creation. Just do whatever the fuck you want.
I'll give you an example because I talk about this a bit on the stream here. So when I first started VTubing, I first started watching it because I was invited onto Lewdcast with Silvervale, Iron Mouse, and Project Melody. I got to be one of their guests. But the first time ever, I saw them all interacting on stage, and I immediately saw VTubing as this giant group environment that you can move everything around. And I kind of looked around. I noticed a lot of people weren't doing setups. So I was like, well, based on OBS, you could put things in front of layers. So one of the layers could be, the program, and then the layer could look like there's something in front of me, and then there's something behind me to create a depth of field, even though it's a 2D image. Yes. So I could find somebody who could draw a really detailed 2D image that looked like a 3D image, and we could create that illusion, essentially. Yes. Oh, I'm going to do that then.
But you can literally build a world around you, and that's the beauty of it.
That's how I started. Now, other people have done something similar, and that's great, because I'm not the first person to think of this. I'm not. Trust me, when I was already halfway through production... Oh, thank you, Relu Live. When I'm halfway through production, someone mentioned that there was another bartending VTuber. I'm like, what the heck? I'll fix him. And it was the guy in Japan, and he already had that set up. And all I could think is, oh, my bar's going to look way better. I invented bartending. I invented bartending.
Literally, don't you have the deed?
Yes, exactly. I invented it. I created V2. I created bartending. There's nothing original. It's like anytime you ever see one of these great movies come out, and then they'll be like, what inspired you to make this? Well, I thought about the movies I liked when I was a kid, and I made one of those every fucking time. They just because what is creation aside from
something? Yeah.
What is making something aside from a curation of the things you love?
And that's what makes it beautiful. That's what makes it unique, though.
Dude, one of my favorite things was watching anime and watching like animated series that did comedy, like The Simpsons, South Park, all that shit. And was it any shock that I got started doing Dragon Ball Z Abridged? Yeah, I was passionate about that shit.
Yeah.
I invented being a male VTuber. That's correct. I uninvented it, though.
You literally are the only... Actually, it's like the Garden of Eden. You're the only man.
In a Garden of Eden, honey, don't you know that I always love you? Talk to my friend.
Life is the Garden of Eden. Chica.
Talk to my friend. Seeing you from camless to facecam to VTuber, I love seeing you being able to, like, breathe and relax. Honestly, it's Mastodon. That was the big thing for me. I actually feel like I'm able to relax a little bit more because I'm not worried about how I look. I'm not worried about what's going on behind me. I'm not worried about people pointing out that I look stressed and tired. I like that. And for that reason, I'm less stressed and tired. It's so funny like that. The genesis of male VTubing. You're right, Chi-Chi AI. You're right. You're right.
Honestly, that's the that was the biggest boon for me when I switched over. Was no one would tell me I have bags under my eyes, and it drove me insane. It drove me insane.
Dude, when I told one of my friends that he could actually have his model set so it never frowns, he was like, "Oh my god, thank you," because he has resting frown face. So everyone always thinks he's unhappy, so he's always got to force a smile. And it's like, damn it, that sucks. That really would suck, actually, when you just have a natural, you just kind of, your resting face frowns a little
just
bit.
permanently
That's how some
pissed,
people
yeah.
are.
It literally, yeah.
My
That is relatable, actually.
Derek Anthony VTuber. My VTuber model is a 3D model I made myself in VRoid. Yeah, go for it, man. This is, I'm going to catch a lot of heat for this, Poppy, so this is all your fault.
Uh-oh.
I get in trouble. I don't actually get in trouble because I clarify it really heavily. I think PNG tubing is very good. PNG tubing is not VTubing, however. Okay? Let me clarify this. PNG tubing is so legitimate. That's how Shodo started. He started as a PNG tuber.
True, yeah.
He started as a PNG tuber, and he did all the right moves. He started there because he didn't want to. He wanted to see if he liked stream. He wanted to see if he could handle it first. He wanted to see if he liked it without investing in on a multi-$1,000 model. Okay, and this is because that's also like a month of the artist's time, and there was a rash of people commissioning, and then they realized that they didn't actually want to be a VTuber. They just wanted to roleplay an anime character on Twitter. Now, there's nothing wrong with doing that.
I remember
There's nothing wrong with doing it. There's less of it now. There's less of it now.
It was so prevalent.
There's less of it now. So what I'm telling people, instead of locking up these artists when you don't even know if you like VTubing, you know, you don't even know if you don't even know if you like streaming necessarily. PNG, there's nothing wrong with it. It's completely legitimate. There's a big PNG streamers. It's a representation of you. You know, can't do all the bells and whistles a VTuber rig can do, but it's still legitimate. It's a fantastic halfway point too. So you know if you like streaming with it or not. You learn without taking up the artist's time or investing thousands of your own dollars as well. That is why I keep telling people it is legitimate. But when people get mad at me because PNG tubing is just like VTubing, I'm like, no, it's not. I'm not calling somebody test driving a car owner. Okay?
That's fair. That's fair.
Because that is where I am gatekeeping because I bought the rig, but I'm telling you that PNG tubing is just as legitimate though. Okay?
That's
Chi-Chi said it best.
I see where you're like, people are like, you know, I see where you're coming from. You're like, oh, you're not gonna like this.
Most people will understand what most people will understand what I'm talking about when I say this. But a couple of people will be like, I took insult from that, even though you said even though that's clearly not what you were going for. Derek Anthony.
You're not trying to hurt anyone. You're trying to be uplifting.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it, Derek. And then that's the best way of handling it, man. Don't make too much of a dude, I'm not going to tell you to go buy a car if you don't even know if you like driving.
I try to steer people in the same direction, like using VRoid.
Yes,
or PNG
VRoid,
model.
PNG. The step to know if you want to make the investment. If you want to actually make the investment, because then also, if you want to do it, then you'll use your model, because there's nothing worse than an artist and then spending all that time and the model's never used.
That's sad. When
That breaks their hearts.
Hours,
a month of their life, sometimes a lot of time will go into it, and then they're just not using it.
I hate the never-ending rebrands. And it's like,
guys,
please just use the models you have.
Guys, it's work on your content, not your model. The model, it was a part of an equation, in my opinion, the most important piece. But I'm like, okay, but what about your setup? How will you involve people? What about your redeems? What about the chat? It's not just the model, it's everything else around it as well. It is the whole bit. It is the whole act. It's just that VTubing and these rigs allow us to create this neutral space that we both can be on a bar set having this conversation and no one is questioning it.
You're shattering everyone's immersion.
I know. I'm a male VTuber, that's all I do.
True. The unlimited power of male VTubing.
Mm-hmm. Like, the model is one of the most important pieces because it's very customized to you. It's like an anime titan. It's like an internet titan, like, you know, like Attack on Titan, but it's like digital and shit. And you like every time you press a button, you're like it's just like it's all these adjustments and stuff because there's no wrong way to do it. And this is the crazy thing. When I was asking for shit, when I was asking specifically for this, you're seeing right now when I'm making this, I asked for this. And you know what the person who I asked to make it said? I don't know. No one's ever asked for something like that before.
That blows my mind. So you know how I have my transformations in between outfits all in the same model.
Yeah.
My rigger was like, "Oh, thank God! I'm so bored of making live duties like without toggles." So I have like all these special little bells and whistles, and they're just blown away that no one asks.
There's so many different ways you can do it. Like there's the tech is ever expanding to the point where I can't keep up. I can't keep up.
It's cool seeing new stuff though. People popping up with super unique, like just any kind of toggles. It's just so fun.
It is in that regard. It is you get to play a larger than life character like a wrestler, but doing your streams are like putting on your wrestling event. It might just be a one-person act sometimes, so that's okay. But then someone else might show up, and then you have a different way you interact with each other. But because you're both characters, not actually people on screen, you commit to that bit. There you go. Boom. Got a whole new kind of entertainment. So speaking of roleplay anime characters on Twitter, how's the Crimson Fucker been? Yeah, that definitely is a Twitter that Kaiser Neko has access to, not me. Otherwise, I tweet a lot worse shit.
What the fuck is the Crimson Fucker? What is that?
You'll watch Hellsing Abridged eventually.
Okay, I will. I'll tune in.
One time, Scott was going to make he's going to make like a fake Twitter page. And I'm like, dude, we're like a couple of weeks before the actual episode dropped. I'm like, dude, just make the Twitter page and take a photo of it. Well, someone might find it. No one's going to find it. Don't follow it. It'll just be a picture of an account. And that's what he did. And then people started finding the account a couple weeks afterwards. And like, wait, you made that?
Oh,
yeah.
no.
He has an account, guys. Hello. Good shit like that. Now, we've been going for 2 hours and 15 minutes. Is there anything else you'd like to plug, actually?
No, just hanging out. Normal stuff. Sorry for cutting you off.
No problem. Lunar Fan Gaming. I say PNG tubing. If you're not, if you haven't tried that yet, try out PNG. See if you like that. I already have a 3D. Never mind. I already have a 3D one. Do you not know where I should start looking? Do you have any suggestions? I really don't. I feel bad. There's so many artists now. I'm not going to suggest you to my artist because I want her to be I want to be the priority. So. Also, I believe she's very busy. I also believe she's very busy. So I will say, you just gotta find. Sorry, lol. Relu live and Sylvie mood. Yeah, mood. Everyone VTuber mood.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people who make their own models out there, and you can find them out there. You just gotta look up Live 2D Modeler.
Pay them enough.
Yes, and also don't be like, oh, I'll be really good with it. Therefore, you'll be proud. Therefore, you don't have to. Anyways, pay them. Okay, you just pay them. Okay. Pay them. Okay.
Well,
it's really hard to get commission slots these days.
It is not easy.
Yeah. Taka gatekeeping access to his own artist? You think you think I wouldn't do that.
When will it end, Taka? This
Whoa.
gatekeeping.
Well, when will we finally start stopping some? An unfed
People
artist
are beating
is a
down
slow
the doors
artist.
they want.
In the chat.
That is true. I appreciate you having me at the bar, Taka. I don't really have much to, not much to plug really, other than just my channel or my Twitter, whatever. I just, if you like it loud, rude, and crude, that's what I do. That's pretty much how I sell myself. Is I'm just some asshole on the internet doing his own thing.
Derek, a dumb question. Is there a site where you can get pre-made VTuber models? No.
Oh God.
I will say no, and also someone blew up with a generic model, and that, unfortunately, then the problem is if you get a generic model, someone else can then get that generic model, and if you're famous for that generic model, therefore everything else someone does with that generic model will then be associated with you. That's kind of the problem of using generic models, I will say, without a customization. That's kind of the risk you run, especially if you blow up.
I'm like surprised at all the Jenny models lately too. I'm like, man, what the hell is going on?
What do you mean by Jenny?
You haven't seen the Jenny model? Okay, so there's this model. It's like an One-san, like a businesswoman.
Okay.
Right? That a lot of female VTubers or in general are just like it's really customizable.
Oh.
But it's got the same base. It's cool. It's a cool tool.
Oh, they got a potato head model then. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, they have a free potato head model, but then everyone else kind of has that free potato head model. So it doesn't differentiate you from all the other people using it. You know what I mean? It's just a tool. That's why I don't tell people to go buy a VTuber rig. Find out if you like it first before the giant custom job. You know what I mean? Like imperative.
No
You
one's got like a spare $2,000 to just
No,
throw away.
don't go blow.
You know what
Don't
I
go
mean?
blow that money. Don't go give a down payment on a car. Okay.
That you don't have an intention on
The
driving.
Jenny model is as rigged as a $1,000 model, and that's really cool. But then everyone else has it. You know, that doesn't make it as unique though. That's kind of that's with a generic one. That's the gamble you're doing. You know.
It's interesting seeing people customize it. I'm like, how the hell do they do
Oh,
that?
yeah, I mean, by all means, if you have the artistic ability to adjust that shit, then fuck yeah, I was an abridger. You think I'm gonna stop you? Think I'm gonna tell you not to do that? Or you can rig it yourself. Some people are fucking crazy like that. I wouldn't have the patience for that. But then again, I'm better at having a conversation with people, and I've had people who are great at rigging go, how do you start conversations with people you don't know? And I'm like, oh shit, we really are built different.
Well, some people are just like, a lot of artists especially are like socially inept as well. Not
there's-
like taking shots, but they're artists, they're creatives. They don't really practice the social skills,
No,
so
they
they're
don't.
not really well versed. And
Yeah.
it's a shame because like that's 90% of marketing yourself.
Yeah,
Is putting your name out there. Yeah.
It's why I think someone like Juniper, Froggy, Chi-Chi, people who made their own models and shit, they're so powerful. They're too powerful, actually.
Yeah, the people that can talk, that make their model, yeah, unbelievable.
Dude, Froggy made her own model. That's too much power.
I love Froggy's model.
I actually will say this. I mean, this real quick here before we head out here for the night, folks. We of course have Leaflet and Ava Lamp. So Crembo Watch continues all the way till Friday at 5 p.m. PST. Next week, however, after that, next Friday, the 15th of April, we will be having Haruka Caribou and Froggy Lock, both swinging by the bar at the same time. And we're going to go over a biology lesson. I'm going to explain to them both the difference between mooses and frogs.
So the monster girls are starting to track again.
Yeah. Oh, they never did. They never not happened, actually. They're always happening. Always the hippity-happity over here in the Weary 101. I don't have an announcement for next Tuesday yet. I don't announce it for next Tuesday yet, but that will be coming later on. But thank you, everybody, for all the follows, all the bits, the subs, and the love, guys. We're going to find somebody to raid in here real quick while Poppy talks to you all relaxingly with his dulcet tones.
I don't know what dulcet means, but hello.
Talking low with as little rasp as possible. Hello.
Oh no, I'm
Hello there.
fucked. My voice is raspy.
Just letting the tremble rumble. Just letting the tremble rumble. Ooh.
Thanks for stopping on by the Weary 101. Buckle your seatbelts. We're on our way to, I don't know where we're at. Where are we headed?
I am going to raid everybody over to... you know what? Let's all raid Alien Lotus.
I love Alien Lotus. That's going to be a good time.
Oh, it's Party Demon S's birthday, someone just said. Oh, that's different. Is she streaming, though? Is Party Demon S streaming right now? I just need confirmation. Yes. Okay, so we'll do Party Demon S. Alien Lotus, I think it did raid a ways back, but Party Demon S is a wonderful artist here, and it's her birthday, so let's go make someone's birthday a little bit better, you know what I mean?
And we love men.
For swinging by the Weary 101, I was joined by Poppy.
Take it easy. Nice meeting you.
What, them or me?
Them. And
Oh, that's true. It was nice meeting them. I will say this, Poppy, and this is one of those, like, okay, have it reaffirm you. We had well over 800 people here
Oh.
at some point. See you next time, guys.
That was a good fucking time.
Bye. Bye, Poppy.